Yeah, I was too shy to show my face today.
Oh, really?
Same here.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
on the breeze.
Ugly.
Actually, you know what? I'm kind of proud of my costume. Not gonna lie.
How are you now?
I'm really happy with mine. I'm sure yours is good, Cass, but like I put a lot of time and effort and blood, sweat, and tears and just fucking hammering away in a
you say this
cave in
about
Uganda.
everything you do.
I
Like,
think I put the
It's
most
true
effort in.
though. It's
dude,
true
this
though.
guy fucking complains about everything, man.
Simon built the Swerve Bride in a cave with a box of
What the fuck's the
scraps.
scraps?
Wow.
All right, fair enough. You did do that. How about this? We all just reveal our costumes right now. How about that?
I'm gonna reveal myself live on camera.
Tony, you can reveal yourself right now if you really want to.
Yo, I'm gonna reveal myself right now.
Yeah, let's see it, bro. Let's see it.
I'm in my work.
Oh my god, it's fucking Freddy Fazbear.
It's
Oh, it's the Star Wars.
It's
It's John Star Wars.
John
my
Star
God.
Wars. Oh my god.
It's
That's crazy.
James C. Star
Alright.
Wars.
And for legal obligations, I'm gonna take this jacket off now.
coming for you. We coming for you. We coming.
All right. Well, my turn.
What the
guys,
fuck are you wearing?
He actually is in a
Oh my god,
He's actually in a shitty Spider-Man.
Guys, I'm Spider fan of the good, the bad, and the bruv.
Hey man, I got news for you, Spider-Man. I got news for you, man. All right, you ready?
No way. No way. No way.
Could it be? Could it be?
Oh my god. He's
Oh my
blind.
God. No!
Oh my.
I'm a
really good lawyer.
It's not making a fucking sound right now.
Okay,
That's
well,
insane.
if y'all would just give me a single moment here, I gotta.
Hey, Spider-Man, I hear you need a lawyer. I'm
Sorry,
a
me
really
and my
good lawyer.
son are getting ready for the podcast.
That's insane. It's so spooky right now. I'm scared.
Oh, I'm so
I'd like to
scared.
make it very clear. I can barely see. I am blind. I think I'm partially blind.
I can see.
Well, I'm
that I'm
blind.
going blind?
So fuck you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I'm a
ableist.
blind lawyer.
Calm down.
Anyway.
Give me once. You know what? We're gonna do.
I'm
this.
waiting.
Simon is ableist.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is pretty ableist. Me being a blind man right here, so you know.
Yo,
Listen,
do not
I-
dress up
I have
as
whimsy.
House. Worst mistake of my life.
Oh shit! Wait! Oh my god! I've completely bungled this.
Oh,
give
no,
me,
what is
give me
he
one
doing?
He's
second.
not gonna cost
Bungled.
you.
He's sliding into a Pacific Rim neck.
Anyway, guys. So,
I'm in a whole Power Rangers. Like,
He's
Power
one of those
Rangers-
airtight gimp suits right now.
Oh
Yeah,
my
man.
god. Any second now, Simon.
Give me a
anyways, you guys need a
second.
lawyer.
Because you
Spider-Man
hyped this
has your legal
costume up,
trouble.
So, legal trouble?
Yo,
Yeah.
What is Daredevil's thoughts on the Diddy case?
I mean, I'm in.
Who's Daredevil? I don't know who that is.
Spider-Man, what's your thoughts on the Diddy case? I hate that I can see your eyes. I can see your eyes.
Oh god, that is scary.
I can see your eyes clearly.
Wait, I got my Matt Murdock impression ready.
It is so hot in here. I'm sweating like a fucking.
To change my
bastard.
costume, I'm a skeleton.
Fuck you. What did you want me to say?
God, Simon, you better be like.
Cass, Platinum, dang old
No!
power.
No!
I have just one question for you.
What's that?
Good bit.
Could it be? I can't see shit in this mask.
Oh my god, there's no way.
Where are my parents?
Is that DK? I'm talking.
Time for the podcast.
I can't see anything. I've got to change this. Wyatt, intro.
Yeah, the question is where are my
Alright.
parents?
The question is, when will it end? When will it end? That's the question.
the podcast.
So I
Anyway,
feel like I'm
welcome back
obligated,
to.
I have to wear this for the whole thing.
Yeah, we're wearing this. Yeah, we're never taking these off, man.
I
Okay,
can't
give me
breathe
one
in this.
second. Give me 1 second.
Tony, what the fuck did you change your costume? How did I miss this? What happened?
I'm a skeleton.
Hey, guys, it's a leak scene from Avengers Doomsday right here. Look at my screen.
We have to stop doing.
Oh my god.
There's only one beer left.
Oh my god. Hi, I'm Matt Murdock's Peter Parker. Hello.
Hey, guys.
Hey guys.
He's white. He's
white.
It's me, Tom Netherlands. I'm here.
Tom Neverlands. We're fine.
I'm alive. Oh my
Alive.
god, right. It's
we're all
episode
alive here.
26. I'm sweating my ass off.
And it is the spookiest day of all, October
Oh, it's
28th.
spooky.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Guys, it's time for the
When I
spookiest
think it's
episode.
scared, think it's
Okay.
Yo, who gave this guy
So
nuts?
here's the thing. I thought about pulling.
No, I'm scared.
I'm thinking about pulling a Treehouse of Horror with this episode and releasing it in November.
Let's go. That's what I wanted.
We'll get this out on Thursday, the day of Halloween. So if you're watching
we'll
this,
see,
happy
we'll
Halloween.
Yeah, I hope you haven't been munching on razor blades like they always.
I hope you haven't been getting fentanyl.
Oh, shit. My children.
Your mic is fucked with that.
That is insane.
Simon, take the mic. Take it off. Please.
Turn from
I'm
monkey.
gonna suffocate you down in
It
this
sounds like he's a cop.
Make this nugget.
Your mic is so bad.
Sounds perfect.
Get the fuck over the road. I can't do shit. I can't fix it.
If you were listening to the Spotify version, what the fuck are you doing, man?
It's just me laughing. I'm sorry.
Damn it, so good. I have to say I'm losing.
Oh my god.
It's so fucking bad.
You sound so fucked.
Simon, take it off, please.
Yeah.
For the love of God.
That's the first and only time you'll ever hear me say, Simon, take it off.
Guys, like Wyatt just said, we are available on YouTube and also the Spotify. You can listen to us if you want, but the YouTube is the best way to do it. YouTube is always the best way to do it. It's completely free.
We had a great episode
Okay,
last week. We had a great Mike
okay.
Peterson. It was a great episode.
Mike was a great guest, but we have another guest, and that guest is right next to me. It's Mr. DangItsBoomhauer.
Some guy we picked up off the street.
I'm
Stabbing me.
out.
No,
Now Tony's
he's a great guy.
Okay.
Look at him.
Yeah, no, he's a great guy. Yeah, he's a fellow compadre from the old BasedWorld days.
I'm a
Yeah,
grifter.
he's one of my best friends.
Yeah, no.
He's a grifter. He's a drifter. He's a shapeshifter.
Yep.
But most importantly, like you said,
Dual-sided
we've known Tony a very
Simon.
long time. It's been about 3 years now.
Yeah, so
And
We had a great episode with this guy. We did a movie episode actually around this time.
do that.
Actually, about
You know what?
uh,
One of the last episodes of BasedWorld was, in fact, a horror movie discussion, and you three
I'm
were
gonna say all the
in
same
it.
bullshit.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, if you've already listened to it, it's the exact same episode again. We're
rehashing stuff.
Yeah.
Simon genuinely looks terrifying right now. He literally just looks like his face is Donkey Kong. It's
The
genuinely
lighting is really
horrifying right
scaring
now.
me.
Mom, I shit in my pants.
What's
What's
the
your
audio's
views
pretty
on
good now.
The
Yeah,
war
I
in Iraq
don't know what
right
happened.
now.
My mic like unplugged right as I moved
Oh,
into
okay.
it. It's like-
Donkey Kong, what's your views on Israel?
Yeah. You can't see.
God, be honest.
If this is the Seth Rogen version, then
Mario.
I'm gonna puppet. You know what? I can't do both at the same time. So I'm sorry. I'm derailing the pod, folks. Welcome to the
No,
good, the
you're
bad,
good,
and the
man.
bruv.
Thank you, man.
this is our 6th fucking intro. Anyway.
Dude,
I'm so
Um,
sorry.
Welcome to Good
Hey,
Bad
my
Bruv,
guys.
I guess.
Tony, how you doing? I haven't talked to you in like months. How you been?
I just got back from the war.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
that-
just gonna
Yeah,
like,
yeah, Tony, you live in the
very impressive that you survived that shit. Very impressive.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
man.
it's like Groundhog's Day
Yeah,
or something.
man.
I keep
Yeah,
reading.
and you won the Star Wars. That's
I
crazy.
am the Star War.
Yeah.
How's that going?
I seen Chewbacca today. It was pretty good.
Oh,
dude.
I felt joy and whimsy again when I seen Chewbacca.
Did you see the Chewbacca mom from 2016?
Yeah, I seen her too,
Is he
and I
hung like people say he is? Is he like?
yo.
Is
Don't
he,
say hung like a Wookiee for nothing.
oh god!
He hung from the tree.
Yo, I kind of look like Charlie
Yeah,
Cox right now. It's
we got
kinda
cookies.
crazy.
Come to the light side. We got Wookiees, and they're hung like crazy.
You know what else
Star Wars
is
going
hung
in my
like crazy?
testicles.
The good, the bad, and the bruv hoodie that Donut Cast is wearing that you can purchase at www.
it's such a good hoodie,
Isn't it?
It's
Isn't it
so-
fire? Look at this shit, man. You got the logo
Guys.
on the left. You got the ADT7 on the right.
I can give you my
Crazy.
word. If you buy that hoodie, you can get it in 3-day shipping, or like me with my own merch, you can get it maybe
Oh,
next
the-
week. It still hasn't shipped. It.
Is this still the with?
No, it's shipped, but I don't know where it's at. so-
Tony, we should just
so
get your
funny.
shit on our side of the pod so that way it'll ship out properly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
They just
I'm
fuck
starting
me.
to think Forfall is from the Europe because I got that shit in like 3 or 4 days. I, don't
I
know
went
how
on
that
their,
happened.
I went on the tracking app to see where they're from. The worst tracking app I've ever seen in my life. I couldn't understand it, so I just gave
The
up.
worst one I've seen. The worst I've ever
Oh my god!
The worst
No.
I've ever seen.
And they're eating it. They're
Like,
eating the
yeah.
tracking.
They're eating the
Eating the
track
Eating the
record.
dogs.
Like Wyatt said, this is the spooky episode, so of course we've got some spooky topics, including the pro wrestling section, which is later. DTT7. We will get to that when we
Wrestling?
get to that. Oh,
I'm scared.
Wrestling on my movie hybrid wrestling podcast? Absolutely not.
can you believe it? It's a Friday once again.
It's a Friday.
That's the worst.
Wait, no, we can't
technically-
post it on Friday because that's after Halloween. We gotta post it on the Thursday.
It's Thursday, man.
It's a Thursday.
No. This is you're right. This is a special upload day. It's Halloween. Hope you've had a good Halloween. If you're listening to us later on,
If you're listening right now,
early in
make
the
sure
day,
you fucked your pumpkins. Don't leave them open.
your pumpkins. Don't leave them hanging.
Tony has a story about that,
Like 3
actually.
today. I'm gonna have to,
I could tell that.
Oh, goofy
Yeah.
pumpkin.
Dumma pumpkin.
Yo, Pumpkin Hill from Sonic
You
Adventure
ever
2?
try and check
That's
out
my
a Publix
favorite.
with a box of condoms and a pumpkin? Don't.
Donkey Kong, you're
Yeah,
stressing
don't.
me the fuck out. All right.
That's the best thing to do, though. Like, that's the best way to do, because then you just feel like strike up an interesting conversation with fucking the cashier. Unless you're at Walmart, it's like the self-checkout, then you're just like, oh, cool, I don't have to do that.
Yeah, there was
Let's
no
get this
self-check.
out of the way. Wyatt, the poll
Hey, man, how's it going?
from the last
we have a
episode.
poll.
Ooh, bowl.
You said, what
The
is
old
the
poll.
scariest movie of all time? So, 3 votes, which means we do have a third, second, and a first place. Finally,
Let's fucking
no
go.
ties.
That's rare.
There was only 3
Alright.
votes.
Only 3 votes, and there were 3 options, and one got 1, and one got 2.
Shouts out 3 people.
So, it was us. It was us 3.
Actually, I didn't vote. I didn't vote on the poll. Actually, so
Oh,
it wasn't that 3. It was,
you
it was
can
some
Shut the
random.
fuck up!
Actually, I might have voted. I don't remember.
In 3rd place, with no votes, The Ring 2. Mm.
Yeah, it's not as good. Not as good as The Ring 1.
Everyone's
In
favorite.
2nd place, one of my most upsetting movies to date, Ghost Ship. That movie fucking sucks, but the first 10 minutes is like
The first
it
10
is
minutes
good.
are fucking unbelievable. We talked
Yeah.
about
That
this
was,
before.
seen
if that
it.
was a short film, one of the best short films.
Just ended there. Yeah, that's
Phenomenal.
good.
And then in 1st place, 13 Ghosts with Tony Shalhoub.
That's a great movie.
Tony
Great
Shalhoub
movie right there.
specifically?
2 votes.
Dude, 13
Dude,
goes
you ever
about
see
boobs
that?
and
You remember the ending of that movie?
13
I don't
boobs.
remember. 13
Dude, the ending of that movie is like Tony
odd
Shalhoub.
number.
Tony Shalhoub getting about to. He's about to die, and he's in like a
It's
haunted
the-
house, and it's like
Tony-
shifting.
It's the girl from Total
like-
Recall.
Yeah,
Tony Shalhoub.
Yeah,
Bad time to
Tony
be a
Shalhoub.
Tony. Bad time to be a Tony.
bad time to be a Tony. For
Oh
real.
my god, dude.
Yeah, Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah, shouts out Tony
Italian
D'Angelo,
shit.
the greatest North
That
American
shit
champion.
was so fucking stupid.
Oh yeah. We don't talk about.
Phil showing up, man. I was like,
First joke made by Tony Hinchcliffe last night.
Tony Heathcliff.
Tony Heathcliff, the cat.
Yeah, shouts out
Don't kick
Heathcliff.
that dude's
That's not
ass, man.
Garfield.
I'll beat
Tony
his fucking
Heathcliff?
ass.
This dude is an avid watcher of blank.
I love
Of name redacted.
Yeah, no, let's get some stuff going. Tony, I have a really good question for you.
Yeah.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
Ooh.
Ooh.
The Shining.
Oh hell yeah, bro!
If it wasn't The
What a
Shining, it'd be
shout,
Scream.
What a
It would be
shout.
Scream.
That's 2 really
Hell
good
yeah.
movies.
We've had a really good scream praise from Simon because we did the altercation station between the horror icons, and he
It's
was
a
in it for the
Scream.
scream. So yeah,
Ghostface says, "Tip your waiters."
He does.
exactly. But
I think
I'm
we should
surprised we
eliminate
haven't-
tips. I'm joking.
Yeah, I'm gonna
anyway.
take something.
I'll eliminate your tip in a minute.
Circumcised motherfuckers be like,
Yeah.
All right, Simon's got the juice tonight. All right, I see how it is.
I was
You
gonna
guys-
"Dude,
say,
I'm ready. I'm
yeah.
jacked up. I'm ready to fucking go."
I was gonna say, I'm surprised we haven't mentioned The Shining yet. That's an all timer.
I love that movie.
I like the Simpsons version better.
No, not top movie, but Dr. Sleep.
Give it a bit much. Give it a bit.
Give it
Have you seen Dr. Sleep, Tony?
Dr. Sleep is very good. I just rewatched it recently.
Okay, I'm happy to
I
hear
still need to
that.
watch that
All right.
one. I might watch that.
Very good. I think it's very much worth it.
There's a lot of movies you haven't seen. What?
The one with
surprised
me
you
Really good lawyer.
and
I
you.
swear.
Good lawyer.
Yeah, I'm a good
Yikes.
lawyer.
Anyway,
Hey, Spider-Man, you need some help getting out of that black cat scenario.
I committed
slip
tax
on a
fraud,
banana
though.
peel, break your.
Yeah. I have a really good case. I have a really good case for you, Peter Parker. You see, Black Cat's actually a woman. You're
Woman.
like 15, so I mean, I could get you off here pretty quick. I mean, not that way.
Whoa.
Out! All right. Tony.
No, wait, I'm eating. Fuck, continue.
Yeah, you eat, brother. You eat.
Real worker.
I'll stretch the word out. The question out so you can.
I'm ready.
Clear it.
The only thing he's stretching out tonight.
Oh
Hey,
my.
For context,
I'm sorry.
we
My
are recording
penis.
this at 10 p.m. EST for Tony. So
I just- I-
spooky.
I eat like this like normal, so it's fine.
hell yeah, bro.
It's 11 o'clock for me, man.
We
I'm
wanted
ready.
it to be spooky.
Ooh, continue question.
Tony, you're a big fan of the Saw series.
Ooh, SawCon, you ever been there?
Yo, me
I
too.
love Saw. I love Sawcon.
I love
Oh my
SawCon
God.
on.
Yeah.
On what? I don't know.
We've had our fair share of Saw talks with a few pods actually. What is your favorite trap in the Saw universe? You laugh in the corner. You just got the joke. Thank you, Wyatt.
Saw Tua. Anyway,
Why?
Show my glaciers.
Why?
Saw Tua.
there's Saw talk.
Hockey talk.
remotely clever. That's so stupid.
John Kramer on that thing.
Yeah, John Kramer.
For your final challenge, you must spit on that thing.
Spit on that.
You must eat this moldy lunchly that I found. At the
Go to Freaky Fields.
I like it by cheese, Chippy, bro.
God,
It's not funny, man.
The pen to the king.
it seems. I don't know. It seems
Sorry.
very generic to say reverse bear trap, even though it's so iconic.
Okay,
It's
I'm
the-
gonna
we've seen it the
counteract that
most.
because
Okay, no. I think my favorite is were they all racist? The three racist and Saw 3D.
Oh, the one with Chester Bennington.
Chester
Yeah,
Bennington on the seat.
yeah,
with the car.
Yeah.
That
Dude
was
on the
so
seat,
good.
dude under the tire, dude hung up. It's like
when he fucks up, his girlfriend gets torn to shreds, and the guy in the back just goes, "Ooh!" Like, he gets
his jaw,
arms
dude's
and
head
mouth.
crushed, thrown through the fucking door.
And
I think
Chester
that's
could have
the
just
most
drove. He could just swerved and found
Yeah.
some place
Pretty
to,
sucks,
you
but
know.
the kills are so fucking
Yeah,
funny.
I do love the idea of the public
They really
Saw
just
trap,
had him in that
even though the
movie
movie
just
is so
to
bad.
scream.
Saw is straight up Looney Tunes at a couple
It
moments.
is-
I watched
dude,
Saw
give
X
John
the
Kramer
first
money.
time.
It's Looney
Oh,
Tunes.
yeah, I showed this motherfucker Saw X recently.
No, that is a good movie.
I like it a
It was
lot.
fun.
I love
I
it.
They're
like
very
that.
good.
Love
They should
that
make
movie,
more,
man.
and they will make more.
The brain
Why
trap
reminded
is
me
genuinely
the-
amazing, I think.
Why
that-
reminded me
there was a
the
lot of
bone
good ones.
marrow.
I couldn't
fucking-
watch that. I couldn't watch that fucking trap. I actually felt sick
The-
while watching it.
Dude, one of my favorites that they've ever introduced is the fucking in Saw X, the guy with the arm bombs.
The pipe bomb one?
And he,
Yeah.
he chews it off, he throws them, and he goes like, incredible.
Yeah, that was
I
good.
fucking love that.
Saw X did a lot of good shit, and I hope they keep.
Yeah.
Just put John Kramer doing wacky stuff in between.
Saw 11
Other
is next
content.
year, baby. We're close.
Yeah, dude, we're almost
We
at
hope.
Saw
Fucking
Con.
go.
Shout out my two gay lovers in Saw 1.
Hey, man.
Adam, where you at, man? I want Adam. I want Adam back.
Where's Adam? I want Adam.
That's still so fucked up. How are you supposed to know it's in the fucking bathtub?
I
is
was gonna
true.
say it's
The first time ever.
He really said, "Hey, Adam, you're here because you're a drug addict and a
You woke
loser."
up 5 hours after it melted. Fuck Sean.
I don't even remember the trap, but the
you're-
one where it's like, you smoke cigarettes. It's like, all right, John, calm down.
That's six. That's six.
We were
The best is
joking about that. You were made to a girl in high school, and now you're people.
Now rip your penis off.
oh,
You didn't
dude.
pick up one
Saw-
Coca-Cola can off the side of the road, and now I'm gonna rip your fucking balls off with a pair of pliers. Get ready.
Dude,
You're gonna
Saw
sodomite
4, Saw 4 with Donnie Wahlberg fucking dancing on the ice cube, and then he gets like fucking hit by 2 big ice cubes.
Oh
Dude,
man.
it's that Family Guy bit where it's like
Literally,
head
yeah.
for a cool hat.
Come on, you
Yeah.
fat fuck. Yeah.
I would say the shotgun carousel is a cool trap, but it makes me think of the Saw 2 video
Fuck
game.
yeah,
and
dude. I
it took me
fucking love the
40
Saw.
minutes on that fucking part.
That is a great segue because I was just about to ask you about your stream time.
The best Saw trap is the Saw 2 video game. God damn it, I hate it.
Okay,
That game.
Tony, I gotta ask you real quick. Is it true? Because I've heard this story.
Everything you
from
heard about me is
Old
true.
Wyatt. Is it true?
I'm gonna beat the
Is
shit out
it
of
true
Donkey
that
Kong.
in Saw 2, the video game, you need to have a certain power TV in order to even beat the game? Is that very true?
I'm unsure. I don't know.
I've heard about this. Hold on.
I do-
I've heard
okay.
about this too.
I do know. I love the idea of the beginning of the game. If you like, spoilers for the Saw 2 video game, if you care. You're a random
2
guy.
years too late.
Yeah, you're a little late, guys. You're a random guy. And you have to cross a beam, and if you die, it's whatever. And 10 hours later at the end of the game, if you let that guy live, he kills your main character. Or if he's dead, you just live. But if I literally you have to walk balance it, and it doesn't tell you how to do it. So I immediately got on the thing and immediately died. And I was like, okay. And then hours later, I was like, oh, okay. So that's the fucking ending.
God damn.
Dude, oh my god.
It's a very dog shit game. It has quick time events for combat.
Both the
This shit
Saw
was
games.
a
are
video
fun.
game should be
The
perfect.
first one was pretty good. Nah, it's fine. It was decent.
Dude, tripwires? Fucking tripwires in that first game, dude. Garbage.
My favorite bit is the big shotgun shell where it was an ashtray and I didn't get that.
Yeah.
And then the bit where it's 5 and then I blow up. All the traps in that game don't make no sense. I'm like,
I
fine.
love that
What's
Danny
more
Glover's in that
offensive?
game, even though he died in the first one.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, he's alive. I was like, okay, how was I supposed to
What's
know?
worse, the Scream television series or Saw 2 the video game?
I've never watched the show, and I've always not
Neither
wanted
have I.
to because of the mask. Like, what
Oh
do you
my
mean you don't have the
God,
rights to the
yeah.
mask?
See, I actually view that as like the
Like,
least offensive
cunty-ass
part
mask.
because I actually feel like with
Wow.
Scream, I feel like if it was just the concept,
The concept is
you don't
good.
really. I was gonna say like the mask shouldn't matter because I feel like Scream, the idea of it is like the goofy, self-aware shit.
And the idea is, if you're making a Saw game, it should be fun.
Oh yeah,
I
Yeah,
have to survive, and you're telling me it's a boring game. That's your first
exactly.
problem.
dude, the Until Dawn people, I know that they have the Scream license. They would have made a kick-ass
Don't get me
game.
started on the Until Dawn movie, where none of it is fucking related to Until Dawn.
The
There's
movie
no
and the
Wendigos, no
fucking
cast.
remake.
Is that movie done? Is that movie like
I think they
filmed and
finished.
done?
There's no Wendigos. It's none of the fucking game stuff. It's like, why are you making it?
Oh,
The whole point of the game was
That's
Wendigos.
Well, because here's the thing: if they're gonna remake it, like if they're gonna make it a movie, I'd want the cast from the game
Yeah,
because
the
like they're
only-
all actors.
The only thing they're gonna have probably is whoever the fuck plays the replacer for Call of Duty that's in the game. He's the therapist.
Rami?
No.
I know who it is. Fuck, what's his name? He's in. I know him. God damn it.
He's in the Call of Duty replacer. That's all I remember.
Yeah,
he's
I
at
know.
currently. But yeah, but like the therapist. That's I think the only one that's gonna show up in that.
Oh, Peter Stormare.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying yes without knowing. So
They did
probably.
an advert for Call of Duty where
says
he's
earn
like the
CP.
replacer, and he was supposed to be the Weekend. He's like, play that track again, and then the guy's like, that's not able. That isn't able.
They have to do a lot of replacer ads because the last time you seen him, he was with Dr. Disrespect. So they have to get away from
Oh heavens, heavens unto me.
Oh, heavens unto me.
That's a reference right there.
that. Dr.
he got
Disrespect has
killed
fallen
on
down
the-
the grifter line.
The funniest clips I see from him nowadays are like when Dr. Disrespect gets killed in a video game and it's by a username by like Dr. Dis touched me or something along those
Oh,
lines.
yeah. Doctor touches kids and cheated on my wife is my
Dude,
favorite one.
it's so fucking funny. Oh my god.
He should die. In game.
He's still allowed to stream is abysmal.
He keeps trying to apply for monetization. They're like, no, you're not getting money, you freak.
Anyway, I was gonna segue because we were just talking about the fact that you streamed that game. Tony had this incredible fucking year last year, in my opinion. That's just my
Really, he was on
opinion.
a run of a lifetime.
All timer 0 streams this year.
I'm telling you right now, you haven't streamed at all this year. That's crazy.
Maybe once.
that's weird. What the fuck?
I'm going to break the immersion. Fucking scary Wyatt. I'm going to break the immersion
Sorry,
right now.
I was trying to get the light fixed.
I
What's
was
up, man?
going to stream Silent Hill 2 during October, but my mom.
My mom said no.
She has not mailed me the fucking James Sunderland jacket that got mailed to my house, and I won it for the bit. I will stream it maybe post October.
Ooh, maybe.
Well, there you
But
go. See,
There's
that's
been
what
no Boo Hour.
it's
maybe
committed
12
to the
days.
bit. This is what I want to talk about because I feel like you need way more eyes on your shit because the amount of
If I
fucking
stream.
ideas you pour into your streams is ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
too committed to the
genuinely-
bit. That is the problem.
Hey, I'll take off the mask for the genuine bits. Tony is genuinely like not just like a
Glazing,
really
you're
talented
glazing.
streamer, very genuine dude.
He's a real son of a bitch. I love him.
He really is. So and we've been wanting this. We planned him as the Halloween guest like fucking months ago,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, we said this in
Yeah.
May. June.
Yeah, I had to make sure I got
We're
it.
like, we're gonna get Tony. over
We
for
planned this
Halloween.
guy actually to replace Cass at one point.
Yeah, get out. The good, the bad, and the chub. 'Cause I'm hard.
A
I'm gonna
bitch.
become No Country for Old Men. I'm gonna become the whole movie.
Oh my god, sorry, my glass. These
red.
glasses have a red tint, and I didn't see the recording thing, and I'm like, did we stop recording? I'm like, it's there, don't worry. We're
No, I
fine.
see it. I see it. I see it.
I know, like, Cass is the second in command here, so he knows.
Yeah.
I have two very important questions for Tony Boomhauer. Seeing as we are a movie wrestling hybrid, I would like to ask him a quick wrestling related, two very quick.
Okay.
Tony, this one is really important. I think all the boys, all the states, the people in New York last night, they really wanted to know what were your thoughts on The Miz betraying R-Truth and joining the Final Testament on Monday Night Raw? We really,
That is
we really
true.
need to- we need to find
So
out.
I've not been locked in, but I know he betrayed R-Truth a while ago. I have no affiliation or care for him joining the Final Testicle. I don't really care for that. So
Amen.
they could try all they want. they no shine on that boy. It ain't gonna be good ever.
Shine on these hoes, you know what I'm
The
saying?
only thing shining
Testicles
is
are endangered.
Ain't no one want
Karrion Cross's bald head. Fucking
Yeah.
my eyes.
Ain't nobody want anyone in that group.
He's not bald. He's got a
sorry.
luscious lock of hair.
Oh yeah, he got hair. I mean, he lost all.
He's not
the
being
aura
a
when he came
skinhead.
back.
I like Karrion Cross. I don't.
I like his
Tony,
hair. Maybe.
Wait, I had a second one.
Go for it.
I had a second one. I had an actual
Fucking white man.
an actual
White.
question because I've literally been, since the beginning of this just been popping myself with the mask and asking stupid questions the entire time. Tony Boomhauer, I've been kind of noticing. I've had this talk about like. I feel like my love for wrestling really increased when I became more of like a movie fan, when I became like a big movie head. So like how much would you say your love of movies influences your enjoyment of wrestling and vice versa? Because it's a question I like to ask every now and again.
Interesting. I mean, I do, as much as it's a detriment sometimes the people that they think, like, I do like a lot of the cinematic stuff. Like, I was a big Fiend guy. I love all that kind of geeky shit. That's really good, actually. That was, like, accurate.
Yeah.
I like a lot of the cinematic parts of wrestling, and I like when a good story plays off, like a Hangman arc. The Roman stuff is sort of cool, but I'm not like those Twitter glazers. I don't know. It's I just have
Not like me.
I have a cinematic eye sometimes, so I like when that stuff, because you like good wrestling, but then you also like a story there. So like I feel like when they can do it right, they do it right. When they try too hard to make it cinematic, it's like, all right, focus on one fucking angle. If the wrestling shit and the movie and the cinematic shit sucks, you're doing something wrong.
Exactly.
It's hard to balance that. Like, I feel like AEW very much thrives in
They will fail
The
if
in-ring stuff.
the Rizzler doesn't get murdered by John Moxley.
What the
That's
fuck
what I'm
are we
saying.
doing? I want
What are we doing?
One clothesline,
No, I saw somebody
and then John
cut- I
Moxley
saw somebody
rips
say-
his fucking head off.
I
Put him in the chair and stomp it.
The hard cut, the Big AJ versus QT Marshall, the hard cut to Big Justice in the front row after Big AJ runs the blade, and it's the fucking.
Also, guys, was there ever any shadow of a doubt in the build-up for that it wasn't going to be QT Marshall as his opponent?
It's the
There's
perfect
only-
opponent for
There's
him.
only one guy you get for that.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. People need to stop shitting on QT Marshall. That's
I'm
my
not.
fucking
No,
vibe.
again, nothing
This
against him.
motherfucker says he fucks with QT Marshall.
He's
in
the
the
most
2024.
Undefeated
person for that.
in ambulance matches. Undefeated.
Look,
He's
I've
only had
said
one
this-
ambulance match. Undefeated in ambulance match.
Dude, how
I've
many
said
did he
this
wrestle?
before.
2?
I've said this before. Fucking QT Marshall is all 2.5 men combined.
2.5 men.
He's four
Tony
and a
just
half
went.
men.
I came
Just
back to
choked on my drink.
say he's cooking.
The two
Four
and a half men. And Ashton Kutcher.
And
Yeah,
Ashton
sure,
Kutcher.
sure.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Where the
Oh, I do
fuck
have a
is
question
Charlie
actually. Yeah, Tony, I've been wanting to ask this question for quite a while actually. It's been on my mind ever since we met actually.
You too.
So I guess what I want to say is like, where do you get your ideas from?
That's a lot. I don't know. A lot of my brain. No, but
Are you serious right now?
I was waiting.
Are you being serious right now? Did you just
write that?
Fucking question I've ever heard in my life.
You
Fuck
read
up.
that?
Did you write?
Oh my god, I'm
didn't
not
write
part of
it.
this. No, I don't want any part of it.
I don't want any part of this. No, but in all honesty, though, yeah, fuck your ideas. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
true, me
basically,
too.
the idea,
Holy shit, man.
I'm gonna start asking this question anytime we have like a wrestling related guest on the show.
Donkey Kong take
Yeah,
10
Donkey Kong is
steps
just
back.
eating
Holy
He's munching
shit.
on me.
POV.
Want to fry?
POV, you
Hey,
took his
buddy,
golden banana.
Hi.
I showed you my golden banana. Please respond.
I'm gonna start asking this question anytime we have a wrestling guest on the show. Tony, what's the best WWE game soundtrack?
Ooh.
Oh, hell yeah.
2K19,
I might say 2007. That's the immediate answer. in my brain.
That's the immediate answer, but it's a good damn soundtrack.
Wait, shut up. Which one?
2007.
Oh,
I
was it 2017?
No,
Okay, wait.
I do have a lot of nostalgia for,
so clean. I can
for
drink the.
SVR 06 because that was the first one I played.
That was good too.
I
That one has
still need to
fucking.
play 'em. I still need to play him.
Shout out to I think 2010 with Skillet, which now Skillet is
Oh,
full
dude, I was gonna
religious
say-
grifter.
We did altercation station.
My
I
fam-
picked 2010,
my
brother.
My
We're on the same
family.
page.
Wyatt said that real, he was like, I thought this was a fucking parody.
I legit thought it was a joke. I'm just like, oh, is this really? Oh, this is actually Skillet. Oh.
Because you're like, there's like
damn.
a Christian rock band. I'm like, no, I kind of remember their music wasn't that religious. And then it's like, no, look at them now. I'm like, ooh.
Oh, now it's real. Oh, okay.
I love Jesus Christ. He died on a cross. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, get over it. Jesus Christ.
Literally.
10 billion years ago. Fuck.
A billion years ago.
It was like 2014 when it happened. God.
BC, man. That's what it means.
Me when Jesus Christ asked me what my favorite game of all time is. Get over it.
Getting over it. Fuck.
Getting over it.
You need to do the bit.
We still need to play that.
Yeah. Guess we gotta play Life is Strange,
Nod.
man.
Yo, life is strange.
Audio podcast, don't just nod. You fucking freak, look at you.
I'm gonna
Yeah, no,
not
2006 is a
verbal.
good one. Anyway.
I do have a question,
Okay.
because I hate to keep alluding back to these streams, man. But this one of the
God, I'll
piece of
stream.
resistance,
Fuck.
literally one of my favorite things that one of us has ever done. The who blew up the Boomhauer.
Chair's favorite.
Absolute fucking cinema.
I would like to do another long-term lore-heavy
Okay.
thing. It's just
It's gotta be,
to
man.
sit down and edit on top of my schedule already, and then plan everything. The most lore-heavy thing we're in right now is the Alan Wake arc. But the arc can't be completed because my computer
see
fucking
that.
hates me.
Kind of like the Platinum Parable, you know?
Yeah,
Same idea.
I'm waiting for that to finish too.
Soon,
Well,
man.
I remember.
I mean-
I remember a time when you were gonna make an episode about John Cena's 205 live run with a
Yeah.
certain fella, and that just
It's coming. Don't worry. Well, see if someone else fucking contributed to the fucking.
Oh, how much have you added to that Google Doc? How much have you added?
I added the entire fucking layout.
We have a guest here. Stop fighting.
I'm sorry.
Company's over.
No,
But-
I wanted.
sorry.
Can I real quick shout out? Back when we were doing the BasedWorld Pro Wrestling thing, the 2K Fed. I
We love
remember
the
that. That was a
2K
lot of
idea.
fun.
That was a fun time.
Tony, back when we were booking storylines and shit, Tony had me in like a Discord call. I think Cass was there as well. This was when I was doing the Simon Goodman gimmick, when I was like his lawyer and shit like that. And I remember he like had us recording it, and then he made like cutscene fodder out of it, out of like 2K22, which is absolutely insane because that game has such
Okay.
shit story shit that you can do genuinely.
It's me
So-
standing in front of a green screen and emoting,
He just made a green screen arena and did taunts in front of it. Yeah.
and kept cutting. I mean, there's a lot. The lot has been modded in the time that I haven't touched 2K24. So there's a lot of potential things to do. It's just I have to think of an idea, and like sometime maybe at some point we'll return to the Boomhauer, like return to a Silent Hill or something like that. Like wink, wink.
Like the movie Return to Silent Hill in theaters sometime.
Soon, I
Say
hope.
this right now.
Just punch
Okay,
them.
that.
I do want to dwell on that because people will say like, "You're a really good streamer. Why don't you stream all the time?" Because you have to be fucking creative and come up with games to play and ideas to have. Like, especially with Tony, who loves to do lore shit like that and put loads of effort into it. It like takes time to even have a concept in the first place. So I mean,
And also,
yeah,
the
I
last thing
respect
in
that.
construction was the what are we at 3.0 of the set. Most of the models were created. I just have to do a lot of texturing, and then I need professional
yeah,
help
you
to
were
build the
doing
set. And so that has been
you
on
were doing the 3D shit.
one
I
that
remember
has been on the back burner, and then two, without a second monitor here, there are so many files on top of my computer screen. I don't remember what anything is. But that's nearly there, so that's the next idea we'll work on. Big
Excuse
things
me,
in the
John
future.
Pork is going to take my place a minute.
I tried. I was trying so hard to listen to Tony, and then John Port came on.
This makes me
screen.
sad because he
How do I
hasn't called.
decline?
I've been waiting for Freak Bob to call, and he hasn't called back in a while.
Fuck, man.
I hope he's all right.
I miss him every day.
I hope he calls.
I gotta.
Ugh.
I gotta call.
Well, Cass Morans. I mean, this is another
Probably
general
moans.
question. This is another general question for Mr.
Genital
Mr.
question.
I think we should make
Because,
this a
like,
black
you know-
question because we should do what we got to.
Yeah, we're glazing me a bit. It's fine.
I got it. Well, I wanted to ask real quick because it's kind of like, where do you get your ideas from? But like a little more in depth than that, like what drew you to want to be like to mesh like your filmmaking talents with your streaming talents? Because you're Tony's a very charismatic guy. He's very good at this kind of shit.
I was going to say, you'd be really good at like an ARG type thing.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I will say I like multimedia stuff, like all merging together, and I put a lot of my interest in. Like, I mean, look at the set; it's literally a bunch of the shit I like just thrown together. But streaming wise and like idea wise, like no joke, I think it literally most of it stems from Germa, because watching Germa for like over 10 years,
Absolutely.
Not only just like his streaming stuff, like his stuff before that, like that type of humor has like infected my brain. And so like when I think of like streaming ideas, I think in a similar way of like not like his every stream, but like his bigger streams. Like I like an idea to have like a big payoff or like a big stream idea. Like I like a stream to have a lot of reason for happening. Yeah, you could just play a game, and I like that, but I'm like I'm not adding much by like streaming a game just randomly every time because it's just like whatever. It's fun, but I'm like I don't really feel the need to stream every time I play. But like I like a big idea, so I'm like, oh, if we're gonna play this, I want a big storyline or like a big reason for it, and then that'll connect to this. Like a lot of stuff was just random. Like the New Year stream was an idea that I like doing, and then I just like said, fuck it, do a big funny blow up ending, and then I got bored and I was like,
That was
story.
That was 2 years ago, man.
That's
damn.
yeah, almost. It's
Also,
kinda fucked
the
up.
Dreamy Bowl audio clip was always at the end of the stream, and it was going to
Thank you so much.
the big reveal was going to
I'm not part of
change. The big reveal was always going to change to like someone actually, and then I was like, Dreamy Bowl is still funny to me, so that is going to be the reveal.
Okay.
We love Dreamy Bowl. We should get him on the show.
Last
I
question.
think he's alive. I think.
If Dreamy Ball didn't do it, who would have done it?
Melee.
I think the most storyline wise I could have got out of it, what could have been you, because you like still streamed. I think it would have been like that's the most I could have got out of it.
I'm gonna fucking.
Road shows Dreamy Bowl over you, bro. How you feel about that?
A lot of the
I'm
other
up to no good. I'm a fucking.
A lot of the other options would have been like me DMing someone and being like, "Can you please read a script for me?" But if I was like, "Hey, you want to do a story here?" You're like, "Yeah, fuck it, I'll work with it." A lot of
You
ideas
probably
that
could have got Dino.
true. A lot
That
of
would've been
ideas
fire.
in retrospect that seem good, but then go out horribly, which is like most of my streams. Which is like my favorite stream that ended horribly, the band for band, which was such a funny idea. And then was like,
Oh
I
my
don't
god,
want to
we're
do this.
caught on live.
Shut the
We're caught
fuck
on
up,
live right
Simon.
now.
I'd like
We're
to
right now.
publicly apologize because me and Tony put
shut
so
to buy my
much effort
merch.
into hyping up this
You
stream.
just have to play all your games.
And I made an advert for it. I made like an advert. I made like a teaser trailer for it. And it was literally the idea was me and Tony would at the same time stream and try and beat every Garden of Banban game. I gave in so quickly, half because I fucking hate jump scares, half because my fucking brain couldn't take it.
Also,
And I
it was
gave
not
in.
enjoyable either way because you didn't want to play because you were scared and then bored. And
Bro was
I
scared. Of
I was
every
genuinely just
single level jump
bad at the
scares.
game.
That's
I was
crazy.
genuinely bad.
Tony just didn't know
It's
what
like
to
being
do, so it was just
unironically afraid of
shambles.
fucking Poppy's Playground. What do you cook?
Yeah.
I'm not afraid. I was just.
You at least have
Okay,
to play the
you
last
know-
game that came out. So
I can't talk because I should have mentioned this last episode when we were talking about horror games. Doki Doki Literature Club, that shit fucking kept me up for a minute. I was like, oh
What?
shit.
What?
It's a
Ninja's
great game.
It's like
That's-
saying a honey
it's good.
pop scared you. Like, what? Are you scared of titties?
You know about Honey Pop?
No, because it's like, no, because
How
like,
do you know about Honey
I
Pop?
didn't know about Honey Pop.
yeah.
How do you know about Honey Pop?
Those
can't-
eyes speak a lot.
He watched every Markiplier video on it.
Yeah, he's a
Every
great-
single
No,
one.
it's actually. I can't say. I can't.
He was dorkling his fucking peanuts. That's what he was doing.
You're a freaky
I really like
bastard,
Simon's
Donkey Kong.
garage setup, by the way. I think it's like such a
Oh yeah,
peak set.
I'll take a little. I'll give you a little walk around.
Let's talk some.
There, Christmas
Yeah, give
lights.
While we're
us a
doing
look,
that,
go on.
Did I have anything else to say? I don't remember. What the fuck? Oh, Band
this
for
looks
Band.
like Donkey Kong. This looks like
Yeah.
Blair Witch right now. Like Donkey
Never Band
Kong
was just
with
like-
the
Donkey
camera.
Witch Project.
Perfect example of putting effort in, then dying, and being like, "Oh, this sucks." Also,
Like I said,
shouts out to one of my last streams playing Killer Clowns, and of course, before we streamed, I had to fuck with my bitrate settings. So the minute he rated me, the audio and video was delayed 14 minutes.
Ooh,
So everyone
Ouch.
just
No
Ouch.
fucking way.
we had like a solid 35, 40 people on stream to watch WrestleMania or sang along those lines. And we were like, hey, Boomhauer's live. I want to raid my friend.
and it was broke.
And then the moment we raided, nothing was working. You were like, shit! I've
You
got
literally
Oh,
DM'd me. You
geez.
said, "This is so embarrassing," and I said, "Oh,
I
great."
felt so bad.
The stream didn't work, and then when it did, and like no one was watching, one of the last games I played, a dude said maybe every slur imaginable, and I said, "This stream is just never getting saved."
also, hey,
There's
Cass,
so
question.
Jack, can we clip
parts,
this?
man.
Jack, can we clip this?
Big things in the
There's
future when I can
there's
make an
so
idea
many good
work.
parts from your streams, like when you were playing Texas Chainsaw, and like we were all just in the call
Yeah.
telling jokes and shit.
We have a very iconic moment from that when we were
Yeah.
playing, but that's never gonna see the
Never
light of day.
is.
Don't worry.
the funniest Tony thing like this year is
This
when
year?
you guys are playing the fuck. Well, I always forget what it's called. The game where you're filming like a ghost. and he was doing the fucking Bam
Oh,
Margera.
Content Woman? That was last year.
Content warning. Oh, no,
Oh, was it last year? I thought it was this year.
it was beginning of the
last
year.
year.
It was beginning of the year, I think.
No, I remember it.
last
It was right before Mania. I remember it. It was right before fucking WrestleMania. I remember
Donkey
it.
Kong, I'd like to apologize.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong.
Kill with
Don't
You
fucking
lie.
talk shit about
and-
Donkey Kong, okay?
Maxon's statements. I don't know.
I hate
Truth.
this.
He has a knife. I'm
Do
scared.
you see what you're dealing? Do you understand what you're dealing with right now?
Shut your fucking mouth.
There definitely has
I
been.
have 2 sweat spots on my face, one directly above my head and one in my beard.
I definitely have streamed this year, just like once or twice. That is all.
This is
I'm so
the
sorry.
best part ever.
They added Elvira to Killer Clowns, and I've not played it yet. That's crazy.
Why?
I'm related.
Hey man,
I'm calling your ass out.
you're calling me
Because
out.
we're about to start our very spooky, scary edition of what we got.
That was the beginning.
All
That
right.
is the
So
beginning, yes. So
as a
what?
lawyer, I've come across a certain case. I introduced it to Karen the other day, and I'm sorry. Anyway.
Yep.
No. So anyway, sorry. That was my Matt Murdock impression.
Wait, everyone-
I beat you!
I beat you, King K.
So
K. Rool was
I'm
pushed to
actually-
the chair. I beat
So
you!
I am bringing a banned film.
Oh.
A
Oh my.
banned film. This is a banned Nickelodeon film. It aired
Naked
one.
Brothers Band the movie.
What?
No, so here's the thing, right? This aired in the year 2000. It was part of like Nickelodeon's like Spooktacular or whatever.
What is
and
it
was
called?
never aired
Something
again.
Retreat Live?
No.
Say it loud.
Nope. So I'm gonna bring up a little synopsis here, not about the movie, but about like what happened here. So it only aired once on Nickelodeon, and basically, rumor is that it was never shown again because parents deemed it too scary and too upsetting.
I'm scared.
Yep.
I think I've heard this before.
Is this a Dan Schneider production? I have
No,
to ask you
this was actually supposed to be in theaters originally.
Ooh.
It was supposed to be in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if it was in theaters, this would be probably hailed as like one of those like, film bro, like, oh, masterpiece, misunderstood things, but
Megalopolis.
it's kind of a mess. So I'm bringing to the table today Crybaby Lane.
Oh, shit.
What is this?
Have you guys ever heard of
I've
this?
never heard of this.
So
I don't think I've had either.
this aired once on Nickelodeon, like I said, in the year 2000. Was never, like I said, the big rumor was that it was banned. Apparently, Nickelodeon states that it was only forgotten about. They just never aired it again. And basically was lost media for quite a while until like 2011 when someone on Reddit found a copy.
Reddit.
And it got, I know, Reddit, exactly. And basically there was like a big uproar saying like, oh, wow, like they found the film. And then basically Teen Nick decided to be like, what if we did like this thing where we say like, Teen Nick has their 90s or all that thing at like midnight or so. So what they did was they said, they hyped it up as like the banned Nickelodeon film that hasn't seen the light of day. We're gonna air it on this. And it's like, oh well, it's pretty cool way to do it actually. So this movie is fucking weird. I'll tell you that much. And not weird as in like it doesn't. It's not Goosebumps type shit. It's basically.
I was about to ask like what the inspirations you'd say because I was going to ask if this was like a Goosebumps.
If I'm being honest with you, the inspiration that I would say is kind of Lynchian.
Oh, shit.
I'm locked in.
Locked in.
I'm locked in. I've been having Lynch.
Here's the little
Clitoris.
synopsis for you here, if you can understand. So basically, two brothers are told about a ghost story. They're told a ghost story, right? About Siamese twins.
Simonese.
Siamese twins that were basically separated because.
Siamese?
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, no. So they're told this ghost story by actually Frank Langella for some reason. He's in the movie. I don't know why, but Frank Langella's in the movie, and he tells these kids this spooky story about these twins. One was good and one was evil, and they were conjoined twins, and they both shared a liver, and it got diseased, and they both died.
Alcohol be like.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually just
But-
cringed under the mask. That's gross.
That's so yeah. So basically what happened is they both died. One was good, one was evil. The good one was buried in a grave. The other was buried underneath the floor or something like
The
that.
good,
I
the
don't-
bad, and the.
Exactly. So basically what happens is like the kids do this seance to prank these girls or whatever. I don't know why. That usually happens. Anyway. They do this
Right.
seance where they try to like summon the thing or whatever. And basically what ends up happening is that like these worms come up from the ground and start possessing the town, and everyone is just very like mean, and it's just very weird and disturbing, and it's not funny either. Like, you think this would be like funny? It's not. It's very like serious, and I understand exactly why this was probably banned. I mean, I don't know if it was banned or
And
not,
you
but I
said
think
this is like made by the team that does all the Nickelodeon stuff.
I assume so, yeah, because I mean, it doesn't look like it was made in 2000. It looks like it was made in like 1996, and they were just like, "Man, let's release this one." Like, there's a part in the
Damn,
movie. There's a
yeah.
very weird part where, like, you know, the older brother gets like kind of possessed or whatever, and he just kind of starts doing a lot of just like passively mean things. Everyone in the town just starts becoming very passively like aggressive and mean, and it's like
God, that is
really
weird.
weird. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly, because this is like adults, you know. Like,
I just found the letterbox page for this film.
oh god,
It only has 234 reviews. It has a 2.9 average. The director and writer of the film, Peter Lauer, went on in 2011 to direct Level Up. This is the poster. Would you say it matches this vibe?
no, no.
Not the vibe I'm getting.
I'll tell you like an idea of just how fucking weird and disturbing this movie is. There's a part where like the kid, like the guy's possessed or whatever, you know, the older brother's possessed. He's with his younger brother, who's the main character, and they're basically like they're trapped in. He like traps him in like this fucking barn, and like he just goes like, "All right, I have an idea." Like the kid gets it's like wet or something. He's like
This
cold
sounds
or
like
whatever.
a
He's like,
drama I would watch on Alibi. This doesn't sound like a
yeah.
like kid.
And like there's a
show.
part where like the kid's like cold. He's just like, all right, and then he's just like he makes the kid strip. Basically, he's like, I'll get you a new pair of clothes.
What?
Bye. Listen. I'll get you a new pair of clothes. He leaves. He just leaves him there in this barn in his underwear. And then like the girls that he pranked at the start
Kitty came
just
out.
they just show up and they throw apples at this kid in this barn. And it's just
You believe this shit?
this?
Dog?
dude.
Take your clothes off and
so
get hit with
they,
apples.
they throw apples at him. It's very weird. There's like no. It just looks weird. Like again, there's no joke or anything. It's just like, why is this poor kid why is this happening to this kid? And then he just a sequence where he just runs home, like it's like a 2-minute sequence. Him just running home, butt ass naked. Pretty much.
Yeah, the studio gave this fucking guy that made Level Up in 2011. They just let him creatively work, but I guess he forgot that it's supposed to be for a kids network, and he just started getting weird
Yeah,
with it.
it's
just-
like I said, man. It's fucking. And also, why is the fuck is Frank Langella in this movie? What the fuck? Like,
This sounds like the plot of an analog horror movie about some kid being of an analog horror series about some kid, some older about being like, I remember this movie on Nickelodeon. It was called Cry
yeah,
Baby
it
Lady.
feels like that. It feels like a creepypasta movie almost.
Yeah.
It's like what
Yeah.
the fuck? Like
What is Chick
also
doing at the Battle of
a
Leipzig?
very bizarre cameo. Very bizarre cameo by Jim Gaffigan.
What the fuck is going on?
Are you serious? Jim
what was he
Gaffigan's
doing?
in this? That's
He's in it for 1 second. He's not funny either. He doesn't say a joke or anything. He plays it dead serious, and I'm
Not
like,
funny,
what the
stop
fuck?
laughing.
All right, yeah, it's not funny. Stop laughing.
How does something like that get cleared for Nickelodeon? Like the show, the network is,
Well-
like, over the top. And shit.
Well, Dan Schneider.
Well, there's also a part towards the end where like the girls were like possessed. They try to get the kid to kiss them. It's like, go on, give me a kiss. You know, I've always wanted to. And she
I
like
hate
licks
shit like
she,
that.
and she like sticks her tongue out and a spider comes out. And the kid's like, whoa.
Is that what Cooties is? I swear to God.
Yeah.
It better not be what that is.
Oh my
No,
god, I
Cooties
forgot about
is
that
just
movie.
mouth spiders. That's
I
fucking
fucking
crazy.
knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it.
Oh, and also the
That's
older
disgusting.
brother, like what happens to him, like before he gets possessed, he basically gets taken to hell pretty much.
What?
Like he gets taken to like the
You're gonna go to hell before
where
you die.
the evil twin is like buried, and like he's basically just forced to like stay there with him, and the evil like brother guy is just down there going like, ha 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 ha, ha. Like,
is that the Mario piece?
Got the little albino.
You're gonna turn into a Goomba.
but yeah, Crybaby Lane. It's a very again, it's not good. I'm not saying it's good at all, but I think it's an interesting piece, especially for fucking
That's your
Nickelodeon.
That's your bad pick, and then we're gonna have a good and Bruv pick.
Yeah, exactly. But it's on YouTube, by the way. It's fucking creepy, like I said.
That's a good gimmick, Tony. He has to bring a shit movie. He has to bring
Yeah.
a movie. I have to bring a British made movie.
A British movie. Oh, another thing too. Another thing too, this kid in this movie, the main character, has a very weird scream. Like it's one of those screams where it's like creepy. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't sound good. It just sounds like
It don't sound good.
like it's like what the fuck?
I love when them kids scream good, brother. I
feel like if I saw this as a kid, I would just be like incredibly weirded out by it, and just again, I'm already disturbed by it. If I saw it as a kid, I'd be like,
Yeah, this sounds like it's gonna score kids. I don't like this.
yeah, I don't know.
There was this. It was kind of like the 2010s equivalent to like an Are You Afraid of the Dark or a Goosebumps thing. I can't remember what.
Haunting Hour.
Haunting Hour. That's actually it. It's about
That shit was weird, man. That was hardcore.
It's about the one like the little sister who's like an asshole to the rest of her family, and they buy her a doll, and then she like turns into the doll, and the doll becomes her. Like that's just scarred me for life. I was destroyed after.
There's an episode of that show where a kid goes to get his tonsils out, and he ends up getting his foot amputated. They think he's like an amputee, like fucking person. I'm like, what the fuck? This show's for kids? Like, goddamn.
That's absurd.
This shit's scary.
But yeah. Anyway, Crybaby Lane. I give it probably like 3. I'm gonna go with
Afghan Hell.
I'm gonna go with one Reese's pumpkin. Yeah, one Reese's pumpkin.
One Reese's
Reese's
pumpkin.
One
Pumpkin?
for little
What a
pumpkin.
You know, like the little Reese's pumpkin things?
Yeah.
Yeah, just one of those.
The pause for the other half of the sentence that wasn't there. I'm gonna give it one Reese's pumpkin,
But then, yeah,
and another
and that's
Reese's
it.
pumpkin.
and that
And
is it.
another Reese's, and one more Reese's pumpkin.
More Reese's pumpkin.
But yes.
Y'all
Thank you
sticking
for
your
that,
dick
Wyatt.
in the Reese's pumpkin? I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Hey,
one.
I know
Speaking of
exactly
Donkey
how far.
Kong's dick, Simon, what did you bring to the table?
So I've been thinking about this one a lot. You know, I've been thinking about this picture quite a bit, and
Good picture.
I had to
Nice
really
picture.
think about it. You know, just gotta.
Okay. Hey.
This is a good
Really?
bit.
I've seen this one. Wow. That got really bad reviews. I don't know why we're talking about this movie.
Whoa,
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
like
think you
this
can say
movie.
that word anymore.
You
I don't
can't
think you can say that.
We're
Whoa.
alive.
Oh, okay, we're live, dude. What are you talking about, man?
It's just grunting.
Okay,
is he
okay. You
doing
know
in
what?
these
We need
audios?
security.
You can't say that. about
Okay,
Asian
we're
people.
we're killing the Donkey Kong bit after that because if you can see in here, there's a thick layer of moisture just building up in here because I can
Dude,
barely.
you know what you should do, man? You should just go in there and just go.
Yeah, for the bit.
Oh, that's the worst
Don't do it
part
for the
of
bit. Don't do it
all.
for the bit. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Hygiene.
I do feel low key bad because I've spent this whole guest episode popping myself with the mask, but I've been having a great time.
I'm-
It's like a grape if you don't tell me your movie.
But okay, yeah.
Tell us the movie.
Oh my God, it's
Yeah,
Mace
my
Windu.
Ace
So-
Window. He kisses sister.
People probably are thinking, you know, I got the knife and you know, I got the mask. You know, people are
We
probably
get it.
thinking
You
I'm
like
gonna be
Texas Chainsaw.
Scream,
I was just about
one
to
of the
say.
other- Scream adjacent, you know, something like that. But no, I didn't.
Jason?
That.
We know how much
Jason,
you
there's
love
another
Love
there's another
Actually.
name that starts with J. There's another name that starts with J in this movie,
Jigsaw.
and
Germa.
I know people are asking where he is. You could say that they're saying, "Tell me where you are, Josh." I'm talking about the Blair Witch Project today.
I was gonna bring this almost. I'm glad you.
Are you
brought it.
serious?
Yeah.
Wait. I'm so sorry.
I'm scared to open up.
I'll do the bit, but I'll
Wait,
release
wait,
on
wait.
camera.
I can make this work. Give me a sec.
Oh
You
my
need
god!
never
you
change
just
while you're
have
doing
to
that.
be- Tony, do you see what we deal with? Like,
Yeah, you see
Now
what we
it's
fucking
scary.
do. Okay, So,
Now
so
it's
here's the thing. So Tony, we're gonna probably casually get him out of here. If you want to come in, next episode,
we got money. We got money if you want.
yeah.
Hawk Tua spit on that thing.
There's just no way.
The Hawk Tua project.
We're killing him. We're killing him.
I'm gonna.
Project. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm so scared.
Tell my mom I'm sorry. Tell Donald Trump I'm sorry. Tell Logan Paul I'm sorry.
I hawked to that fucker into the creek.
God damn it.
I hear him spitting on that thing downstairs.
Just talk about the fucking movie,
Dude, just talk
please.
to us.
In
God
the
damn
spirit
it.
of the film, I am gonna walk around like I'm in the
Walk
Blair Witch
to
Project,
us.
back and
Sorry.
forth across my whole thing.
You're gonna
Um,
kill yourself.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Get a
Actually,
video game.
I'm gonna change this trajectory of all your viewers' lives.
in a Donkey Kong Country game. Anyway, so Blair Witch Project
Dunk to
is. The more I think about it, I think the Blair Witch Project, even more than Scream, I think
pretty
it
good.
Might be my favorite horror movie. Just genuinely might be my favorite horror movie of all time. I think this movie not only was it. I mean, we Wyatt and I have spoken about this a lot at length. This movie changed the way horror movies were made. You know, it kind of birthed the whole found footage genre
Really
in the
changed our
mainstream.
marketing.
I think. Oh yeah.
it didn't for a while though, because you had that movie, and then Paranormal Activity didn't come out till almost a decade after.
Well, there were a few others, I don't know if you saw Mungo Lake, which is not real. Mungo Lake was less of a horror
I haven't
movie. and
watched
more
it.
like a-
show. Good show.
Man Bites
Yeah.
Dog.
Regardless,
Will run.
not only was this movie not just for
Oh,
comic books,
well,
the way this movie was made, this movie had a 20-page outline. It didn't even have a real script, and it was relied entirely on the three actors to improv the entire thing. They were left
made this
notes by
made?
their tents. Every single morning to genuine character beats, oh, you guys are going to argue about this thing, but you got to kind of slide that in there and all that.
They gave them less food every day to make them more at odds with each other. Which
This
is fun.
movie is a HIPAA
Good,
violation.
but
The more
I
you
don't
think
know.
about it, honestly,
Hey, you know what? They all seem like they fucking knew what was up though. Afterward,
Yeah.
they're like, you know what? That was all worth it for what we did.
But beyond that, I think this movie, people give this movie shit for only birthing a trend and not being an actually good movie. I high key disagree. I think this is a fucking great paced movie. I think this movie is so well
This is
paced.
a bad movie.
I've seen
Dude,
I had
I
this
see
debate
people
with my
shit
brother.
on this for some reason.
do see
People
that.
hate,
I'm
dude.
fighting them.
Cass, people fuck.
They're like, oh, all it is just people yelling at each other. It's not scary at all. I'm just like,
That's life.
dude. What's scary is that the fact that they're just in these woods
That's
and you
real.
don't know who's fucking with them.
No, it's the scariest part of the Blair Witch Project. The scariest scene. Spoilers for a nearly 30-year-old movie.
Yeah.
The scariest scene is when they're all running away after their tent is getting pelted with rocks, and Heather goes, "What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?" And then they never show you what it is. That's real horror.
I love the behind the scenes of that too, because what it was one of the directors in a fucking all white suit running through the woods, and that was her actively going, "What the fuck was that?" Like that's
Dude,
you can't do that anymore,
I'ma tell
man.
you
You
this
can't do
right
that
now.
shit.
I
It's
will
incredible.
preach it. Every single time we talk about horror, the worst fear is fear of the unknown.
Yeah, maybe.
100%.
And some movies do
comes in
not know
years
how to
every
use
horror.
it. Yeah, and some movies don't know how to use it. Some movies just think not showing you shit in a boring movie is scary. Skinamarink.
This is the fifth Skinamarink mention. I'm gonna start counting them. This is the fifth.
A peanut jig.
See, why is it always? It's always my movie picks that devolve into fucking nonsense. discussion.
when I found out I had toxic pesticides in my peanut.
Toxic pesticides.
I gotta say this too. What you just said, the fear of the unknown and everything. When they just see the fucking the twigs and everything, and the rocks, like all this shit, I'm just like, because the idea of just who the fuck did this and why?
This
why
movie
then?
is dude. The way you describe this movie is a descent. It is a descent into madness. It is a descent into the bizarre, into the occult, into the supernatural. The movie starts off, and Heather and her friends are normal people. You know, they're very chill. They're very chill people. They're all seem pretty friendly with each other. They go and talk to the people in the town. Some people in the town seem odd. By the way, we talk about the last The last 30 minutes of this, I'm gonna no sell it like fucking Will Ospreay. The best parts of this movie are not just the last 30 minutes when it gets genuinely fucking terrifying. It's the first 20, 25 minutes when they're talking to the town, because they have no idea what they're in for. They have no idea.
You're right. I haven't actually seen the movie, I've only seen.
Boy, get your ass.
So you were gonna
Okay,
fight somebody? For
Let me
that?
rephrase. Shut up.
Well, I mean,
I've not sat down and seen the movie full and through. I've obviously seen like the most important parts of it.
we should watch it sometime.
But I've watched like a.
We should.
I'll happily watch it. But I watched like a 25-minute essay on why it's like one of the most genius ways to make a movie, and like you said, they didn't tell the actors anything, and that's pretty fucking genius because you get the genuine reaction from
You should
them.
stop
it's like not
talking to
acting.
your actors. Stop feeding them.
Hey,
Start
no.
hitting them a little bit.
Hey,
Oh,
that works.
brother.
Hey, like I said, man, is it ethical? No. But
But
hey,
did it
they all
work?
seem chill nowadays still. They all seem pretty tight, so
Well,
hey,
no,
I'm
dude, they all
a-
I'd
banded
be
together to
stoked
get
if I
the
was
money
in
that
that
they were
movie.
owed for the movie.
Which is fucking
Yeah.
awesome,
Yeah,
by the way.
that's
That's
Yeah,
fucking
they
amazing.
all, which was fucking great. Speaking of which, dude, these three actors, their
Fucking
performances are spectacular.
Because they feel like real people. They don't feel like they're acting. They just feel like
it was
real
their
fucking
call
people.
because all the actors' names are actual, like their actual names. Heather, Josh, like those are their real names that they ended up using. And they did that because they wanted to feel more genuine. Because if they were using their actual names, they would feel more genuine to them in the moment. I think it's fucking amazing. They're just great, and they embody again the descent. Like they start off totally fine, and then previous tensions. Like I remember, I watched a video apparently like in an earlier script. I think Josh and Heather were like originally a couple that had like split up. Like that was like.
I'm
in
glad
the
they didn't do
original
that.
but like you still see like hints of that in like the way that they act. Like there is like this weird tension between the two of them. So like you could see like that's kind of still part of it. And it's just I love it so much. And the last 20 minutes of this movie is one of the scariest endings to
When
a
they
movie
find
of
that
all time.
house, it's like, oh
All
Jesus.
time.
And I'm gonna take this moment because I've talked about this before, and we talk about bad requels and bad redos of horror movies. The 2016 Blair Witch movie is a fucking disgrace. It's one of the worst horror movies ever made. It's not scary. It's a complete fucking. It pisses on the legacy of the original.
Adam Wingard,
They show
what
you
the
the
fuck,
fucking witch. Why would you? Why would
Hey, you know what? I wouldn't be as mad about that because here's the thing. Todd McFarlane released a fucking action figure for her way back in the day, and it looks like shit. It looks like fucking shit.
We shouldn't, but somehow it looks worse. Somehow it looks. Oh no, he's gonna go buy it. He's gonna
Because
go
dude,
pay.
what I loved, what I fucking loved in that movie when they're describing it, they're just saying like, oh yeah, it was like she had like hair like everywhere. It was just like all the way like on her arms and everything. I'm just like, just the thought of that is scarier than anything.
And
that
but
you
in the
could
movie, big muck monster in the.
It's like who the fuck? Okay,
It's
I
not
will
even.
say this discussion about how they treated the actors and like how it's half literally them reacting. They marketed this movie like they found real
it was
footage,
real, yeah.
which is
Can't do that really.
genius.
Which again,
Kind of do that nowadays. It's not as effective.
At the
movie
time,
has-
it must have been insane though.
Yeah.
No movie has ever come close to the viral marketing of Blair Witch. It's the greatest. I maintain it's the greatest marketing campaign for a movie of all time, in my honest opinion, because there were people who were mourning these. They were mourning these children. They were sending in letters to their families,
Insane.
sending their condolences.
I can't think of the exact movie. I was almost going to mention it for the marketing of Blair Witch, and I realized it was a different movie. I think it was on the series Cursed Films on Shudder. Shouts out that's a good series. I think it was for Cannibal Holocaust or a similar movie where they tried to really do they made the people sign a waiver and be like, you're not going to be in public. You're going to make people think that you're missing. And then I think someone broke that because people were like, yo, did you kill these people? And they're like, oh, we have to take you to court and show you that these people are alive. Like you can't sign a contract and tell them that. But they tried to make it like they actually got taken and they're like, yo.
See, that's the thing. That shit is so impossible nowadays because of the internet.
Yeah.
You know?
But even then, Blair Witch knew when to draw the line. Like the actors that talked about, they weren't instructed to stay, completely stay out of the public eye, but they were instructed to keep low, don't make yourself scarce, like that kind of thing.
Heather, by the way, the actress who played her, fun fact about that movie, she brought a knife with her on the first couple nights because she was afraid of sleeping with two guys that she hardly knew at the time. So it was like, yeah, that's kind of crazy.
And that adds up,
Like,
especially because in the movie, one of the people is somebody who she literally does not know. He joins them at the very beginning of the movie. It's I love it. What?
One of the best shots ever, by the way, when they're walking away from the car. When they're walking away from the car, they have that still cam on the car. It's like there we go. We're pretty much dead after this. It's like,
dude, the hopelessness of it, the hopelessness of that movie when they walk for that whole day.
It's the same fucking tree. It's the same fucking tree.
The same tree. It's like that's why it's so good because it's so it's not like this big like immediately go what's happening. It's not like this big
Just,
like, they
just
don't
people
catch
breaking
on.
down like.
And
over
when the
just very-
breakdown happens, it is so extreme and it is so like like not violent, but it is like violently upsetting. Like just how like much they react to what's
and the
happening.
fact too that it's not like a crazy like set design. It literally just looks like anyone's backyard, pretty much.
Yeah.
like the woods in your backyard.
It
And like
leads with
that's
like
fucking
your
amazing.
fear of the unknown, and then also just the fear of like
Daytime even.
Yeah, like
being scared
like,
during the day. Like
they're
what
like
the fuck?
they're scared. They're like, oh, we're lost. We're going through the same shit. And obviously, like they're encountering shit that makes them feel like something's there. But like you don't get a good look at what's happening and like what's doing that. So you're like, what am I to believe here? Is like so like
Exactly.
just making.
and I can
you
understand
think
why
of
that part doesn't work. Like people are like, "Oh, it builds up and you don't see anything."
Sometimes you don't
That
need
doesn't
it.
change. Like it's not that movie, The Blair Witch Project. The last thing I'll say about it, it's about sound. It's about sound. The ending of that movie, where it you can barely tell what's going on when they're going up and down the stairs, and Heather is just screaming her fucking lungs out in that house, and it's echoing, and you don't know. It's so chaotic. It's so intense. I love this movie. I love it so much. I just
One more thing too: the two cameras, the one being the film one that doesn't have the audio, and they had to have the extended mic. Like that whole thing was cool as fuck.
This is a perfect movie. It's perfect. It's there's no problems with it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, and I wanted to highlight it. And the more I think about it, I think it might be the best horror. One of the best. My personal favorite horror, and that's saying a lot. You know, I thought about bringing Scream. I thought about bringing Get Out, but this is my favorite horror movie of all time. The more I think about it.
I'm kind of glad you brought that. That's like kind of how I feel about The Shining. I'm glad that we finally brought it up because
Yeah.
fuck, dude,
Great movie.
dude. Anyway, I guess I'll
Book
go
of
next.
Shadows, Blair Witch
I'll
2.
turn my light on real quick.
Wyatt, you can never catch them off guard unless you're me, because I'm gonna hit you with a Joker's trick. Because Tony,
God damn it! Fuck.
Tony, what's our pick?
Our pick
Yeah, baby, we collaborated on this one.
You motherfuckers.
is Lawnmower Man. I'm telling you, it's like it's
We're
I
bringing
did
the
watch it.
highest grossing unrated movie of all time, Terrifier 3. Yes, sir. Oh my god.
I'm excited.
Oh,
I love that
shit,
little
man.
clown. I love it.
I love him. He was from
You know what?
the Sixth Circle.
Ninth
whatever the
Circle.
fuck- Ninth Circle. And he went, and everyone liked it. So he got his own movie.
I
I think I
literally met
premised
him.
this. You met him. You did. Holy shit, you did do that.
It's me with the little guy.
Oh my god, it's Art
shit.
the Clown.
That's actually
It's
great.
actually
That's actually
real
crazy.
Art the Clown.
That was
Why didn't he
really
kill
him,
you?
actually, and he shook my hand.
Wow, I saw him
He's
doing
eating the
like
dogs.
press.
Eating the dogs.
I saw him promoting this movie like by dressing up as him and just like pretending to be a still and shit. I was like,
That was
man.
cool. That was
He's gonna
awesome.
go to
David Hal
Spencer's
Thornton is the
and
goat.
look at
man.
dildos. He's just like me.
Yeah,
Wait,
he
I don't
seems
I
cool as
didn't
fuck,
know that.
honestly.
I met in the section as a joke.
No,
swear.
shouts out David. Okay, so I think I'll premise this. Terrifier 1, good.
It was
It's just kind of
was
nothing,
good.
right?
It was good,
Yeah.
shocking. Like, wow, do you see this crazy kill? That's cool.
A lot less lore. It was just like,
Yeah.
he's a clown. He's killing this girl. The final girl was like,
They have the
Yeah.
pieces there. Like, here's a killer clown, but he's not like Pennywise. He's like the exact opposite. He's mute, black and white.
clearly a horror star film. Clearly
And then
like
a little bit of supernatural, but we're not really going to give you too much about it. But the implications.
Exactly. People thought he was just a dude in makeup at first. So the fact that they like proper dwell into it in the second one, which the second one, when you introduced me to this fucking franchise, I was losing my mind watching that second
Yeah.
film.
Y'all could say
Oh
what you
my
want.
God.
That too long of a movie supernatural bullshit. That's my cup of tea.
Yes, sir.
I love
How
me a
long is
good.
that,
Shouts
like
out the
two
homie
and a-
Nope.
two and a
Shouts
bit
out the
hours?
homie Nope 2022.
That's not dope. I was gonna say I love me a giallo. I'm gonna cut the fucking scenes right here. Pull the curtain. You disappointed me, Maxine. You were not a giallo. You had one scene that was a
that
giallo.
movie sucked. That movie was ass. That
The
movie
one scene
sucked.
in the fucking movie, like the movie store, that was the only giallo part. They fumbled the rest of it. Fuck you,
Listen,
Maxine.
the
You
best
disappointed
horror
me.
of the year is I Saw the TV Glow. So you know it's just
Yeah, thriller.
It's
I'll
all.
take
that's a thriller, young man. Thriller. It's a horror. I'm sorry.
Okay, back to
Wait. No. Okay, wait. We're bringing it back.
No. God damn
What
it,
is
no.
what, by the way, is a giallo? Like the definition.
Okay, so in your basic looking at it, pick a slasher.
Yeah.
It's basically a murder mystery. It's named after that from the yellow mystery novels that were yellow. 'Cause yellow means yellow. It's basically think of like a murder mystery. It's you're looking for a guy in usually a black trench coat with gloves. It's a mask. So
Oh, so like Malignant.
yeah, it's that Malignant is basically a giallo. It's sort of a giallo basically. That's just shouts out James Wan. He made his own giallo.
Oh, James Wan, I love you.
James
I love
Wan,
you,
I love you.
Tony
But-
Boomhauer, what were your favorite giallos? Recommend some giallo. Recommend some
Okay, we'll go
Jello.
Blood and Black Lace. Tenebrae is it's giallo. I'm blanking. Deep Red. Deep Red's probably my favorite. Deep Red and Tenebrae is both my favorite.
Is Climax a giallo?
Who made it? I'm trying to think, guys. It's on the top of my head.
I'll show
The
you
one
Climax.
Dario Argento is like the main one you would know. I will say, Goblin is performing again live. You want to see Demons scored live? I might go see it again. Suspiria is more of his supernatural stuff, but like that's people confuse it as
The original or the remake?
I haven't seen the remake yet, but I heard it was alright. But the original, it is beautiful. But we're going over Terrifier. I'm getting off topic.
Okay.
Yeah, Terrifier. Let's talk about
Go
Terrifier.
watch a giallo,
Right.
please.
Like I said, Terrifier 2 very
Opera
much
was
dwelled
good,
into the supernatural shit, and it ended with him being with Vicky.
Yeah, that's when they're like going full in on supernatural, and like people say it's very heavy-handed. Hey, bro, do what you want. It was a crowd-funded film that got a theatrical release. You're mad about it? It's an indie film.
Dude, yeah,
But,
wasn't the
people-
budget for that film like barely even? It wasn't even $1 million.
It was
right?
crowdfunded, and then it got a theatrical release, and it got such high reactions and people vomiting and stuff that it got a longer, I think, release, and then it made back all of its money.
which is fucking awesome. That is fucking awesome,
When people
genuinely.
call Art the Clown an industry plant, what the fuck are you talking about? It's an
Dude,
independent film.
You know what? You know why I get mad? I remember. I think Tony and I had this debate when that Winnie the Pooh horror movie came out.
Yeah.
and I got
Fuck
really
that
pissed off. And I got
shit,
really
man.
pissed off about it. It's like you have people who are making way more creative shit like Terrifier that is independent. And then you have fucking I'm gonna take an IP and make a garbage slasher out of it that has no
Because
creativity.
even with the company, like the same company that makes Terrifier, like the same people, like Terrifier is like an actual story, actual effort, a lot of stuff going into it. The same stuff they make, like the fucking ad I got the first time I seen the movie where they had the trailer for the Steamboat Willie movie. That looks like a shitty just IP movie, and I'm like,
That is
I don't
so
care for
bad.
that. That looks like Terrifier 1 level. Like we made a movie, here it is, and we're doing it kind of for the love of the game, but kind of just to make a movie. And it's like whatever, it's a nothing. But Terrifier, I'm like this is like a modern day Freddy. Like this is a slasher icon in the sense of like no one. No, like you have your Megans and you have like stuff like that, but there's not really been like a new horror movie villain who's come out and has been like they're all in the public, they have all the hype, they have like the star power. Dude, he
became an
doesn't
icon
talk
so quickly.
He doesn't talk, and he has
said
all this
this.
charisma. Shout out, he was trained by Stephen Carl Stephenson. Shouts out that.
Tony, we had.
Oh,
I was talking
okay,
about that.
that's actually fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's
I was,
That's a real
I was
bit of
talking about
insight,
that
like-
episode where we debated horror icons, and I was saying how Simon was glazing Scream and White was glazing Saw. I picked Art the Clown because literally, I lost.
He's a funny little
but
guy.
I was
He's a little bit like
Well, no, dude.
fully
The
invested.
only reason you lost is because he's still so fresh. Like we need to know how he's gonna hold up in 10
Yeah.
years before we.
He's gonna go to space.
I-
Terrifier 4, he's going to
I-
space.
X.
I'm not even
Can
joking.
he fight the leprechaun?
I'm not even
Please?
joking. There's a scene in Terrifier 3. A little bit of spoilers. Where it's a drawing of Sienna and like her niece, like on a rocket ship to the moon, and they're like, "Oh, you always talk about wanting to go to the moon." I'm like, "Oh my god, Art the Clown's going to space." It's like
He just
no,
goes to the
like-
moon and that's it. That's it.
It's like, please.
I'm
follow the moon.
pissing on the moon.
That would be so funny.
that, Sienna? I pissed on the moon, you idiot!
He's such a fun, and that was another big thing about the movie, especially after 2 with the crazy bedroom scene. People really had the idea that they're like, oh, it's just a misogynistic film. He doesn't kill men. He doesn't kill women. Not true at all. And also, you have your own, reservations. You can have that opinion, but I'm just like, I don't think that's true, and that's also like a lot when people in the same vein when they say that they're like, "Oh, I just don't want to watch it either because it's very violent," and that is true. It's very violent.
It is very
I
violent.
completely understand. This is the most insane gore in any
Yeah,
film.
and
I've
also
ever seen.
that comes in with the territory of slasher sometimes, where it's very what's the word I'm looking for? Like exploitative in a way where like it follows them tropes of being like, oh, like even with like I like this time around Terrifier 3. You're like, oh, you know, they have half naked women, you know, women are fighting, and they get killed. Bro, I've seen a dude's dick and balls get chopped off.
Oh my
Hang
god,
dong in this
dude.
film.
Hang
Oh
dong.
my
I've seen the
God.
shower scene. That shit was funny as
Yo,
fuck.
No,
Hang
okay, so
dong.
He pack a chainsaw and he skin your ass raw.
Yeah.
I mean, the lore in this film. I mean,
They
obviously
weren't-
it's a Christmas film.
They
Let's
were
get this out
not.
of
They
the way.
weren't very lore heavy in this film, which is my one gripe. Like it seems
Yeah.
like they don't want to do too many films. They're like, we're going to do one or two more of these. But I feel like they were like dangling keys of being like, here's a little bit of lore. You said you didn't want a 2-hour movie. It's like then you could still put some more lore in here and still make it a Christmas
Okay,
film.
can we just get this out of the way?
But
the
they kinda
first
did.
10 minutes.
So
What a start! What
A
like
great
a
start.
this is what you're fucking in for.
It's
You're
the
like-
first 10 minutes
Yeah.
where the worst wrestler on the planet Earth gets brutally
We'll
murdered.
get to
No,
that.
that's
Listen, we'll get to
soon.
that.
the first 10 minutes is where he's like, it's a flash forward a bit where he's already Santa and he gets all the toys that he'll have in a later scene. But it's him, and you're like, oh, okay, he's Santa, but like he's in this house, you know, Michael Myers. Like you think of like Halloween 2018, like he goes up to the baby carriage. I know he killed that little kid with the smoker's voice, but he goes up to the baby carriage, and you're like, oh, he's not killing that baby. Fucking, they won't do that. You see Art the Clown go up to this little kid's room, and you're like, oh, what's he gonna do? Have some fun. Starts chopping this kid in half, and you're like, oh, okay, he just murdered that child.
Dude, there's literally a scene where a mother will look into her child's room and they are literally split apart
They're in
on
pieces.
their bed.
They're in
in pieces. And like they don't obviously they don't show him doing
He
it.
said he
but they
won't
show
show
the aftermath.
The director said he wouldn't show stuff like that. He's like, I don't
Yeah.
need to show you it happening, but like the idea that it could
You need
happen.
to
is
know
what
it
I want.
happened.
That
You need to know
that
they don't
is
give a
more
shit.
like that.
There's
to
like
me is
moments
more
I
like
don't want to spoil on this.
effective.
Like you have to just see like
There is so much like
to see Chris
shouldn't
Jericho get
spoil.
eviscerated.
oh my
God,
They
oh
put
my
him
god!
up
I'm
against
gonna
the
watch the
wall.
movie just for that.
They put him up against the wall and they ripped this dude's fucking face off. I was like, this
So,
is the coolest shit ever.
When you see just in a trailer alone Art the Clown as Santa in the mall with a bunch of kids, and you're like, what is going to happen? The funniest thing I could think of happens when I'm like, this would be funny, and I'm like, oh my god.
That is old timer. So they do the classic. He's dressed as Santa. He's posing as a mall Santa. He sits there, and the kid's like, "Can I have a present?" He gives a kid a present, and then the policeman comes in. That's not our Santa. Get out
That's
of
not
here.
Santa.
So he leaves. He turns around. The kid opens the box, and it fucking explodes.
It was a pipe bomb.
You don't see any gore. It's
do.
literally just a little bit.
It's like one shot, just kids blown up, and you're like, oh, okay.
Oh my God,
I was gonna
it's
say,
just
like,
a
is he gonna
bomb.
bomb the entire mall? That
It is
was
so
my
funny.
first thought.
You just see a little tripwire fall when the kid opens the box. It's just
I was like, there's a pipe bomb in that box, like literally the stream joke I did, and then he fucking
so
did that.
Fucking funny, man. I can't believe
And
it.
also, I don't want to spoil too much, but like the kill he does to her aunt is literally just like
Don't spoil that one because that's
I'm like, that's the one that I think even David Howard Thorne himself was like, ooh, that one makes me, I don't like the idea of that.
that might have me
It's,
squirming.
it's the idea that it's like I'm not like, you know, independent film. Like I love that they've gotten all the success they have as a film growing up like that. So I'm very happy about that. But like just even as an effects company, like their effects are like good. Like you look at like any movie that has like practical and you're like, oh, okay, you know, that looks a little like bad or like that looks whatever. The gore in this, I'm like, holy shit, this looks for the most part like real. I'm like, this looks painful.
Their prosthetic
Like fingers get
fantastic.
ripped in half, and you're like, that hurt. People start. It's just all the.
Oh
cuts
yeah,
in the movie
when
just
he's with Vicky in the
Also, shout out to
in the loft and he fucking oh my god, he
the actress
fucking
for
rips his
Vicky
head off.
to like be in the first movie, and you're like an actress, and then at the end of the movie, you get your
Yeah.
face ripped off, and you're like, whatever. And like we're bringing you back, and you're like, you're also this person with a half eviscerated face, but you could like talk. She just is a completely different possessed character. It's amazing acting.
Very
just for-
impressive to play the same character, but like yeah, completely different.
And they set up a lot of like lore of like, what does this all still mean? There's a lot of religious implication, but not like a just straight up Jesus lawnmower man type.
They try. they try to allure to like 4 or 5 different theories that people have, which I really respect.
He is actually the Prophet Muhammad.
To like watch it once, and people are like, "Oh, this whole stuff about art and Satan and like Sienna and Jesus and all this stuff." And then like I watch it the second time, and like for the big like when he goes to the frat house, or like I think it's the frat house, and he gets out of the van, and the music, it's I think it's like Hark the Herald. It's whatever Christmas song that has like a twist. And it's like it starts with "Save us all from Satan's wrath" or something. I'm like, or Satan's power, and I'm like, oh, what are the implications of this?
I do love it, man. It was a lot of fun.
They are setting a lot of seeds, and it's a very it's very good with what they're doing.
I also love that they didn't attempt to be like Art's dead this time.
Yeah,
they were just like, he fucking he up and left, bro. He fucking
okay,
ran
not
away.
only does he get his ass beat, which is also another slasher thing. Like you can't have Michael Myers' ass beat. It's like whatever. If you could see the villain get his ass beat and he comes back, it's like all right, cool, dude. Art the Clown, he gets grabbed in the dick and balls at one part, kicked. Bro, if Art's feeling stuff in his dick, Art be fucking.
Yo,
Art got balls.
Shart the Clown.
No, there literally is a moment which both times I've seen it. So there's a character. I swear to God, she literally looks like the bitch from the Talk to a Podcast. That's the joke I make every time.
Stop the fucking Talk
No,
to
I
Us.
swear I was going to bring it up.
Right.
No, but she literally is that, and she's talking about him, and her boyfriend's like, "Oh, what do you want to fuck him?" And she's like, "Ew, no," and he's like,
Yeah. So Art is like listening in on this conversation. The girl goes, "Yeah, I've been learning about the lore." And the guy in the room
"I
goes,
don't know how he smells." He's like,
"You want to fuck Art the Clown?" And then Art looks at her and he goes, "Fuck, man."
he's such a
I
funny.
definitely want to watch this at some point.
Like
No,
I love when he
very
gets like charismatic like that. Like one of my favorite Art things is from Terrifier 2 when she's about to slice his head off and he goes
He just
like that.
and he keeps slapping her on the back of the head is so fucking.
Dude, he's got that Pennywise like energy, but he doesn't need to do any of the shit talking. He doesn't need to do any of the
He's
shit
literally the reverse. How he's like black and white. He doesn't talk. He's a mime, but he doesn't like being called a mime.
Love when characters
do
like that
not call
don't
him a mime.
talk. So sick.
He conveys so much in his acting without talking, and just the physicality and like
Incredible.
He's a funny little guy that just does some terrible things.
Terrible things. Such off.
Final shot is him getting the local bus.
Yeah, on the bus.
Rock bottom.
Bussing.
He will never be bussing.
This is a funny thing I realized
Staring
too.
at him. He's like,
They do a bit with him getting his costume in this movie.
He has to earn it.
When you think about it,
Earn the murder.
from the first movie to the second movie, like he literally has a scene where he goes to the dry cleaners and cleans his clothes. This movie, he takes his own costume from a person, dresses him. So from now on, every time you see him, he's not wearing his own clothes. Think about that. That's a knockoff.
Ooh. I like
that's
that.
fire. Actually, I didn't even think about that.
I thought about that. I'm like, damn, that's not the original outfit.
Art is so cool, man.
Such a cool
You talk
guy.
about like horror villains like getting beat up and then just getting up afterwards. Like I think about like how Halloween Kills did that and tried to take it 100% seriously. Like they have this monologue happening. Michael Myers gets the shit kicked out of him and then just gets up like nothing happened. kills
That's
every single-
cool in the sense of you can be like, he is so fucking evil. You can't kill him. And then the next movie,
That is
you go,
cool.
he is
I was
a
trying to
bitch.
like doing this with
He got
Simon.
beat up by a teenager. Like they just ruined that in the next movie. Don't get me started on the franchise. Go watch.
Oh, Halloween ends, dude. Halloween ends. We could go on.
Halloween ends rules.
Defender.
Fuck you.
You know
Shame-
why?
shameless
No.
plug.
This
Go
guy
check
has
out
this,
Three
like,
from
this
Hell. We finished off
truther
Halloween.
for a garbage movie for some reason. I don't understand.
No, because here's the thing. I think the first movie is garbage. I think the second movie is garbage. And I think any fan of the first movie, even the second movie, deserves the third movie because of how fucking...
No, the first
Like,
one is
like,
the first one. I think is very good.
It's
Not
fine.
very, but
It's
I think it's the premise. The premise is good enough that it ruined horror movies for the next couple of years. How everyone is Laurie Strode, grizzled veteran,
Exactly.
final girl.
The last,
Ooh, that trope gets me annoyed.
the last 20 minutes of the 2018 Halloween movie are spectacular.
The
The rest of
music?
it is just like
Perfect.
whatever to me. Like
Halloween Kills has a good concept, kind of, with like its basis, but then it's fucking Danny McBride double-edged sword meaning of the movie with
Evil
dude,
dies
I
tonight.
can't.
Evil dies.
the folks are
I will,
all dead.
dude. I can't take that movie seriously because I hear Halloween Kills, and all I think about is that girl coming up to the car and the car kicking her.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny. though. I like that.
That is
The
hilarious.
thing I hate
I'm
more.
gonna tell you right now. Halloween ends better than Halloween Kills.
No way. No way.
That's hard. They're both bad. They're both
The
garbage.
kills
So
in
it's
Halloween
like,
Kills are.
But what is bad in like a really fun way though?
The
I think
kills
Ends
are
is just
good.
like fucking
Ends is
dumb as
just-
shit.
Ends is nothing. Nothing is.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just.
And
I think it's just.
Ends is one of them films that is so divisive that it spawns that group of people that are like, actually, this is actually deep, and fuck you for.
Oh, I don't think it's deep or anything. I just think it's goofy and stupid and
it's
fun.
goofy, but not in a way that.
listen, Halloween Ends. I think it's a really bad movie, but I can almost respect the idea of it. It didn't piss me off the same way like the Halloween sequels, as bad as they are, especially nothing's as bad as Exorcist Believer. David Gordon Green can never be allowed to make a movie again. After that.
David
Like,
Gordon Green.
he should never be allowed to make.
Your
a movie
time is
again
up,
after
brother.
that.
Ooh.
David Gordon Green. The pieces of shit that made this movie are in this theater.
Are in this room, and then they go out. No cars. They're all at McDonald's.
I'll
I
tell you,
fucking
good David
love-
Howard.
I fucking love William
Lauren.
Friedkin.
Thanks for listening. Terrifier 3, go
No,
watch
Terrifier
it. It's
3
yeah.
Give great homages to the Silent Night, Deadly Night, Black Christmas. It's literally like a DLC for Terrifier 2, where
So true.
it
so
continues.
Is that what we're calling
story.
sequels now? DLC.
No, but in the sense of like it gives more to the story. It's a little
That's good.
holiday twist, but I feel like we haven't gotten anywhere yet, and we still have more to go. Like, I feel like they gave you enough, but I'm like I like it a lot, but I still like 2 more. But I like the kills are getting better. They keep getting better and better because they get more
Fully in
money
it now. Like,
and now they made
I'm
50
in.
million that they have to work with. So like,
The question is, fellas, who's winning in a fight? Art the
Okay.
Clown or Nick Cage's character in Mandy Red when he's
Ooh.
hopped up on crazy
I
sex LSD?
fucking
Red.
love Mandy. I love Mandy.
Mandy's really good.
That's one of the best movies.
Yeah.
One of the best first time watches.
I
I've
love
had
Nick
this year.
Cage too. Shout out Long Legs.
Who's
Great
winning the
movie.
fight?
Great movie.
And it will be.
Who's winning the fight? Homelander or Sporticus?
Oh,
Captain
Sporticus.
Hero.
Well, was Sporticus given an apple?
Dude, if Sporticus gets an apple, it's like giving.
It's Batman with prep time.
military-
He's
Officer
whizzing out
sniper
boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win
It's
on
time
Death
for a
Battle.
It's time for a damn battle. Yeah.
Anyway,
Shouts out
Captain
the
Hero
boys.
wins. Anyway,
That is
Oh,
true.
fuck
actually.
off! Fucking drawn together. Fuck off.
time to erase your memory.
Shit.
Legit though, listen, Homelander is building level. Sporticus is Moon Plus. It's over. Sporticus is kicking that man into fucking space. He's dead.
Art the Clown is here to stay, folks, and you can't stop it. That's my
Activate
bad.
Hero Shield. Anyway,
I'm so sad Freddy
Yeah, no.
Krueger will never be back, but Freddy Krueger in white.
Brooks, where you at, man?
See, I don't want them to do Freddy because they just make it shitty. Like,
I do at
it's
least like we got the Freddy on the Goldbergs, like a little like, oh look, it's Freddy. in
That
the
was
costume.
great. That was
Yeah,
And that was
fantastic.
So
that's a
sick.
good, that was cool. I don't
That
think
was so sick.
there's no point to ever put him back in the costume. It's
I
just-
don't watch that show, but that was like fucking. Really
Neither do
cool.
I. I just seen that.
I
It's such
feel like
iconic.
if you're gonna do Freddy again, you have to go like a hard left and just
he said-
recast,
he would
change
do-
everything.
He said he would do an animated thing, which is similar to the Evil Dead thing. Which, if you already have that, just do Freddy versus Jason versus Ash on the animated thing.
Oh, that'd be so
Wow.
good.
And
That
put
would
Obama in it. Remember Ash Saves Obama? That's a comic. That's also a thing.
I
versus
would.
Chucky.
Thank you.
Ooh,
Oh shit!
Chucky is coming back in full force. Fuck all of you for not renewing the show. I know who you are.
Yeah.
I am sorry about that. I'm so sorry.
You've made
Tony.
Jennifer Tilly sad, and that makes me sad.
I saw the Liv Morgan episode, and I'm like, that's it. I'm not
They
watching
killed
it.
her. Yeah, true. That's fair. That's fair.
That
Genuinely,
lore got
if you're
so
gonna
crazy. He fired a missile.
Dude, he blew up like the North Pole. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
He sent
get
a
that
nuke
Chucky
at the
was-
North Pole.
I forgot I
Chucky's
didn't
a
watch that
motherfucker,
episode, and then the next
Now-
episode was like, we bombed the North Pole, and I was like, huh?
Now that's a movie. He blows up. Chucky launches the missile, blows up the North Pole. Art the Clown as Santa is there, and then Art the Clown reassembles and says, "I'm going to kill his doll." And then we have Chucky versus Art the Clown.
No, he didn't say anything.
Oh yeah, true. He doesn't say that. Yet.
And then the clown goes.
Dude, Chucky killed the president and the vice president, and I think the fake president they had, and then got away with it.
What a fucker,
Yeah,
man.
no,
The whole part of that
Terrifier
last
3?
season. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Terrifier.
go
Yo, that's
no,
kind of
hit me.
like
The whole
that's kind
part
of
of that
like
last season was he went to the White House to kill people to praise Dembala to get because he got exorcised, so he needed his religion back to live, and then it worked.
Oh yeah, 'cause he's like dying at one point. He's like old and like decrepit. He's like,
the doll is aging, which is
Also,
fucking crazy.
Any fucking reason to go into the spirit realm and give us Brad Dourif in human form acting, dude, he fucking Brad Dourif. It's a great actor.
We love
I
Brad
almost
Dourif.
got a photo with him, but I it was between him and Sam Raimi, and I didn't have enough money to choose one.
Ram
And time.
Poor guy.
Happy birthday, Sam Raimi. It was a couple of weeks ago.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam. You made
Make
one of the
another-
only good post-ending
another Doctor
MCU
Strange.
movies.
Make another Doctor Strange.
Shouts out.
You made a really good western too.
I
that no
will-
one talked
Terrifier is
about.
my favorite movie.
I will continue to glaze Multiverse of Madness because that movie was fantastic.
Oh,
Anyway,
thank you so much.
thank you.
It's pretty good. It's not as good as I thought, as I remember. it
Right,
being
shut
when I
the
watched it
fuck
again.
up.
It's a good movie.
Terrifier 3, I'm gonna give it a solid
One boom.
76 blades on the chainsaw that he used to chop the dude's cock off, and he shoves it up his ass, and it's peak. Go watch the movie. There you go.
Ever see a guy
Art
with
shows it up
and-
his ass, or he shows up the guy's ass.
No, I'm
The guy's ass.
He shoves up his own ass. That
When I
would be
tell you-
crazy.
That'd be fucking funny.
Shoves up his fucking ass.
when he skin your ass raw, I'm not joking. That's a real thing.
That shit was awesome.
Damn.
It was so good that it made my girlfriend pass out. But I'm pretty sure that was the heat. But we're saying that was part of the movie.
I'm pretty sure that was eat.
Because I went to two different Cinemarks trying to find the bucket, and they said we don't got that. And I said, wow, what a waste of fucking time.
I'd like to talk to the manager, please.
How long
buckets.
until Art the Clown's in Fortnite? How long?
He's in fucking Warzone. He's in Warzone.
Never mind. They got Rhea Ripley in
It'll be in
Warzone.
Fortnite.
But hey, maybe if he was in Warzone, someone could like rip the model and put it in 2K, and maybe they already did. Maybe I'm gonna use it.
Oh my god, is that the Blair Bitch project?
Yeah, man. Blair Witch is here.
More like with Wyatt, it's more like the Blair Switch Project. Am I right?
All right. We don't need to be bringing that in here.
Sexual nature has been questioned for many years now. and we're still...
Yeah, man.
Anyway, yeah. Who do you think?
There we
will
go.
best pick?
Fix the lighting.
We'll put it. Shut the fuck up. We're
Anyway.
gonna put a poll on Twitter. Shut up. We're
Wait.
gonna poll.
Anyway, so
We're gonna put a poll on Twitter at some point. You can keep your eyes on that. But yeah, no. Do you still want to talk about that last thing? I mean, we've got.
Yeah, let's do it real
set in
quick.
stone pod right now. I mean, we can. Where is
let's
he
do it real
going?
quick, man.
Holy
We're gonna go for a
shit.
while. Oh my god.
What are you looking for?
Oh my god.
I forgot I had these. I forgot I had these.
Is that
on
Time
hand.
Crimes? You ever see that
Just
movie?
for that,
Glasses.
I'm putting the Donkey Kong mask back on. Just for that. Just
Tony,
for
you
that.
gotta get the ones with the springy eyes.
Oh yeah, I need the
Oh
Christmas
shit,
tree ones.
guys!
They
Oh my
sell
god,
it.
I can't
There's a
believe it!
flyer.
It's my good friend Wolverine, who I'm representing in court
The
today.
Wolverine, put it on.
I
Logan
have a mask.
Wolverine, that's his name.
What a girl.
It's not a mask; it's a bust.
Put a
I
girl
have a
on.
mask.
Bust. I'm
Yeah, I'm about to bust.
Donkey
I'm about to buzz. I'm about to
Speaking
bust
of
for this
masks,
new.
one of my favorite wrestling masks is the Fiend mask, and that
I love
means
the
you know
Fiend.
we're gonna have to
love
scoot
it.
into our wrestling segment, which is called what?
DT7. STD7, baby, welcome.
Who's got me It's not
I beat the shit out of my chest. That hurt like a motherfucker.
It's not why. It's not sung by Stained.
No, doing the fucking the guy at
Been a
the.
while, Fiend.
No, there's a guy at like a concert doing it, and he was like, he sounded like Elvis, and it just goes with the Elvis picture.
You do it really good. That's like
But yeah,
All right.
today we wanted to talk about our favorite horror elements in the wrestling world. I mean, 95% of this is probably going to be us talking
Fuck you,
about
Kane.
fucking Bray Wyatt.
yeah,
And
fuck
The
you,
Undertaker,
Fuck
and that's
you,
it.
Undertaker, you bitch.
What's there to say about The Undertaker?
He's a stupid
He's
bitch.
old. He's old and
He's a
stupid, and
old,
also
stupid
he's fat and I'm
bastard.
stupid, and I.
He's scared of cucumbers.
As I'm fat and I'm stupid.
Next quarter times that inconvenience my father's party. You pay me now.
But yeah, no.
Sorry.
This is a great chance to talk about The Fiend again. We've talked about him so many times on the pod before. But like, come on, man.
Stuck in my head.
Now that we have Tony, Tony, tell us why the Fiend was. Tell us why the Fiend was awesome, and then they ruined it. Tell us why. Tony. Tell us why.
Stop doing too much, guys. Like, he knows what to do. You don't gotta fucking stop by Goldberg there. Fucking get out.
Exactly.
God, no, dude. No,
mean,
here's the thing: Goldberg being the Fiend is still not as bad as that Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
It's still not as bad. Like,
Xbox.
The Goldberg thing is just too comically hilarious. That's the thing. I laugh every time I see it. Like when it happened, I literally busted out laughing so fucking hard. I never laughed that hard in my life.
I feel very happy with how the Wyatt 6 is, but then I get very sad that it could be even better if he was just that.
It feels like all the focus on it just went away really quickly.
It's kind of like the Elite and Okada. It's like what the fuck?
We need to can the Wyatt 6 target the Judgment Day and kill them?
Target someone a note and not the Miz.
It's Halloween. Where are they? Where are they?
They weren't here today, were they?
They weren't on the show. Yeah, it was them teasing them and the Final Testament going, "Ooh, Miss, you gotta help us. They're all spooky."
Oh my god, get the fucking Final Testicle away from a good group. Oh my god.
I like when Karrion Kross was.
Tony, remember at WrestleMania when we all went and then during that fucking street fight they put Karrion Kross on that table and it fucking broke on its own.
That was so fucking.
Dude, I'm pretty sure at that point we went to go get beers.
Oh, dude, I don't even know what the fuck I was doing, man. I think I was.
I heard the Dudley's music and I went, I don't give a fuck.
I think that entire segment was a blur. I remember Bubba Ray coming out. I'm like, oh, I know who that is.
The only thing I remember that match is I got us free beer, and then Chris didn't tip the person I knew when it was a free beer.
That's awesome.
Thanks,
Chris.
Chris,
CM raises the third, everybody. Fucking,
Chris is like fucking,
what a cheapskate.
Cheap
Chris
fucking.
Like fucking Mr. Pink over here, fucking Reservoir Dogs.
You know,
fucking obviously a tipping motherfucker.
To be fair to Chris, he was like, at least for Tony and I, he was like our Uber for the entire fucking weekend.
Hey, he could have paid. He
did more than enough.
He could have tipped $1.
You guys were really nice passenger princesses for him, so you know.
Oh no, the best. Oh wait. Can we talk about the toll situation? Can we talk about?
Yeah,
can we talk about?
Wait, was that the museum?
Yes. Okay, you know we're sidetracking here. We're sidetracking. So we all went on the Sunday. That was when Wyatt was like out with the boys at that point. We all went to the museum. Very fun time. We all got separated. We all got lost. It was hilarious.
And fucking.
So we're ahead of. So the car it's Chris driving. Zane's in the front. It's me, my brother, and Tony, all in there. Wyatt and his buddy Dan are sitting behind us.
We didn't know at this point.
We're driving behind you. I didn't know it was you guys either. And I was like, wait a minute.
And the toll guy comes, and Chris is driving up, and the toll guy comes up, and I can't remember what the exact misunderstanding.
Okay, I remember it. So we're at the front, and you have to give your ticket to get out. And he goes, I don't have the ticket. And I'm like, dude, how did you lose the ticket? And you have to give the ticket. I'm like, what are we supposed to do? And he goes, I could find the ticket. And he's taking so long. The woman comes out and she's like, hey, do you have your ticket? And he goes, no, I don't have it right now. She goes, oh, that'll be like $20 or whatever. And he goes, I'm not fucking paying that. And he starts looking for the ticket. And we're like, dude, he goes, no, I know it's here somewhere. And he starts looking, and I'm like awkwardly cringing in the back, looking at my phone.
No, Tony and I are looking at each other like this.
I remember going like,
Wyatt, I was like, a video from Wyatt. These stupid fucking morons in front of us. I go, it's us.
Yeah. You're just like shaking my head so that they know I
turn around. I think I made eye contact with Wyatt. I was just like
shaking my head so you know I don't.
At this point, just like.
And then I don't think he ever found it, but then she felt so awkward about him still looking for it. She was like, you could just leave.
At that point, it's just like, just fucking go.
Yeah, if that was his plan the whole time, was to make the situation so fucking awkward that they would let us go.
It's just the idea that Wyatt was like, these fucking morons in front of us. I was like, dude, that's us.
Oh no, I knew it was you guys after a second, because I saw Chris in like the window. I'm just like, I'm gonna fuck with these guys real quick.
And I was like, dude, let us. I was about to get out of the car and walk 4 feet to go past the line.
Just like, hey, can I ride with you guys instead?
Oh god,
I'm gonna wait over here until you're ready.
I would relive that weekend. Was fucking great. I had a great that was so much
wild ass fucking weekend.
So much fun. We were partying, you know. We
oh yeah, Chris abandoned us in the fucking parking lot. Fuck you, Chris.
Yeah. Oh, we all abandoned Wyatt and his friends.
Yeah, I was like, you motherfuckers. All right, this is the right place, I think. Anyway.
Well, for some reason you turned at a point. I think when there was like cop lights, it blinded everyone, so people split.
There was like an accident or something.
I remember we walked down halfway through, and Simon, your brother, was like, "Where the fuck is Simon?" And you weren't answering the phone. He goes, "God, damn it."
My god!
Yeah. Oh, that was when we were leaving.
I felt so bad. So because we got split up because there was so many people leaving. there were 2 entrances, and then I ended up parting away. It was Zane, Wyatt, Dan, and I, and then it was Tony, Chris, and Dylan. I remember that. And Wyatt and Dan and I were all chatting up, talking about the show. You know, we're shooting the shit. Little do I know, on my phone, my brother sent me like 12 Instagram DMs.
He's like, "Where the fuck are you?"
Just cooking me in the Instagram DMs.
Well, because after that, like, because Zane was with us because Zane proposed to me with like a lighter. He's like, "Here, take this red lighter I found." I'm like, "Oh, thank you."
Oh yeah,
Zane."
we've been ready for that bit. We've been preparing that bit for the whole fucking weekend.
Yeah, wait. And he lost it. And he lost.
Anyway, yeah, we're talking about supernatural characters. That's what we've been doing for the last.
So the fiend.
That's totally what we did. Anyway, Fiend.
Boogeyman. The Boogeyman.
Yeah, like here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. Underrated spooky character. Tell you right now.
If you say
Mordecai.
I swear to God, I knew you were going to say that.
No. Fuck that dude.
That was at the same time.
Yeah.
I had to
Tell
get
you
out of
right
my Spider-Man
now.
costume, by the way. I was sweating like a fucker. Oh my
I'll tell you
God.
right now.
Butt ass naked
Alright.
with them clothes.
My favorite is that dude from ECW with the hair. What was his name? Not Kevin Sullivan. What was the guy's name? It looked like Kevin
There
Sullivan.
was a guy in ECW.
Kevin Thorne, baby. That's my dude right there.
What was her name? The girl.
Oh, it was like, that was like his sister, right, or something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Kevin
She was-
Thorne was
what the
so
fuck?
fucking
I love
sick,
how
man.
in
He was a
of
vampire. That's pretty
ECW
cool.
people you didn't pick Raven, which is actually
No,
like.
well, like,
insane.
Well,
I'm talking about good ECW, like 2009.
Yeah,
Sorry, hold on a
Oh my
minute.
God,
Hold on a
this
minute.
guy does not think Raven was good. I'm gonna kill
Well,
him.
is
I'm gonna
Raven a
kill him.
spooky character though? He's just fucking
He
Lane
was a cult
Staley pretty
leader.
much.
He was
the
a cult
Crow.
leader.
He was literally the Crow.
He's fucking
Oh,
just
that's
Lane
insane.
Staley, bro. He's fucking Alice in Chains. That's all he is. He's
No,
just
Yeah.
a
no,
grunge
Tony,
loser
not
from
the
the fucking
remake.
streets.
Fucking, I feel you crumbling.
Not the Crow.
Okay, who here paid money to go see that remake? Please tell me nobody did. Thank God.
I did not
$1.
fucking do that. What the fuck
Not
you talking
$1.
about, man?
Fuck out of here.
Thank God.
So
Ooh.
bad.
I remember it. What was it, like 2007 SmackDown show when they it was the Fist and they turned the stage around. It was ECW and I was like, wow, that's cool. And they did.
Wait, they did. That's what they did.
Yeah, it was. That's the back of the bottom part was the ECW thing.
That's
It blew my mind. But I knew the Boogeyman was coming out. I'm like, I'm fucking scared. I'm scared. And my sister was scared, and she made my dad take her to the bathroom so she didn't see him. So I was left alone during the Boogeyman's entrance. And the match was such a squash match that it was over in like a minute. But I was like,
I like how that
God.
man is. That dude is constantly just in makeup all the time for some
he's gonna
reason.
check forever. Bro.
I don't think I've
got-
ever seen the Boogeyman out of makeup. I don't know
I have.
what he looks like without it. I don't know.
I'm
I've
afraid.
seen it before.
He's
I'm
a lovely
gonna go
guy.
right now just to-
That's a good
Oh, dude,
question,
the
though.
funniest thing was that live stream he was doing on the YouTube channel. It was like a fucking 10-hour live stream, and you skipped to like the very end, and it's just him going, "Yeah, I mean, you know, when I was in this time when I was working, he's just in full makeup, just having this casual discussion, like, yeah, and in 2006, I was in, like,
So fuck.
it's the funniest fucking thing ever,
That
dude.
is so
Wrestling
to
is a
think
good
about.
place
Though.
for spooky characters that they just ruin.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that was something I wanted to start with. Like, how many times have you guys actually been scared by a spooky character in wrestling? And
More
like,
as a
what were
kid.
they? What
I'll
were
say
they?
this, I was a little spooked by Kane's unmasking.
Dude, I was
As a
always
kid.
scared of Undertaker and Kane, how scary they are, and now I'm scared of how stupid they are.
Yeah, that
They are
too.
fucking dumb.
They're
Big dumb
fucking-
idiots.
Bruce, me and Trump or Batista or Kamala, I said, I walk for miles.
Out inside this fatal danger. Dude,
Come on, man.
Batista's always been a better wrestler as well.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, exactly.
Better
It
actor.
it all works out.
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway,
have you like dwelled into the White Rabbit shit?
Oh, I was.
God,
That
that
was
was
fun.
so good. That was such a fucking great period of
That
time.
Wyatt stuff is it's so good, and every time they do it, I'm like, this is gonna take 4 fucking months to have a payoff.
exactly.
And
Because
I'm like,
because I think that it worked really well because obviously we knew it was Bray Wyatt and everything. The hype behind it was so much fun, and then when the return happened, we're like, "Fuck yeah!" But then they kept doing it here and there, and I'm just
well,
like,
the problem is, it's like he was doing good, and they kept fucking with him. So you're like, oh, he would get vignettes, and then they fired him, and then they brought him back, so they had to redo all like he's coming back, and then he set up all this shit that he was good for, and then sadly you lose him, and then they want to do some more stuff with it, but of course they have to be in the same vein of the stuff. They're like 10 months of teasers, and it's like, oh my god, bro, please just get to it.
Don't get me wrong.
It's
Everything
fun.
they're
It's
doing
cool.
with
It's just
the White Six,
White Six
really
perfect.
cool. But
give him something
Right,
bigger,
it
man.
took so long.
I will
one of my
say this,
personal
man.
highlights of that entire thing. They had this random fucking WWE's live. They didn't say anything about it. They said WWE's live on Twitch. Go to their Twitch. It's like a vertical camera of a therapy room, and it's the therapist that was in the vignettes for the White Rabbit before. And she like stares into the mirror. She disappears.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. I forgot about that.
I was like, this is so fucking interesting.
Mhm.
And like all the hidden QR codes everywhere, and it was just like websites and messages and shit. I was just
Did they?
Bo,
did
the
they
Bo
do a
Dallas
number?
Uncle Howdy conversation is like the first one.
All time.
That's good.
All the vignettes they did that when it was like explaining each member and like their little like their backstory of why they joined. Like it's so good. That was like the best like
And
cinematic
linking
stuff they've
each
done.
character from the show
Yeah.
to these people is fucking.
And the
brilliant.
fact that it's like here's how crazy they look in like the something Baker, the dude who works with Tom Savini,
shit.
Something big. Yeah.
Tom. I'm blanking right now. I hate that I'm blanking. 'cause he's-
Troy Baker. Yeah, that's good.
no, not the Chonkler.
DC Baker.
No, not that guy. But his stuff,
Fuck
like
that
his great mask work and all the but then they just take it off and they're still intimidating looking.
Yeah.
And, like, they don't need it being like they
I
all
call that a- I call
And
that
they're
a
not
baker's
like,
dozen.
dude, that's what I was so worried about after the first debut segment, which is perfection. I was so worried, like when they had all the smoke machines and they were like teleporting and popping up in the ring. Like I was like, can we not do this, please?
I
It's
like
so
a
much
bit of
cooler
that.
this way.
I like a bit of that if it's not used as much. If it's
Yeah.
every week they're teleporting, it's like
Holy
then
shit, man.
we know.
Dude, I
Right.
remember talk about shit that scared you. Like we're talking about Wyatt's 6, obviously. Like
Hi.
the original Bray Wyatt video packages in 2013 when he was coming up to the main roster, those were unnerving. They were hard. They were really like uncomfortable, and they had the music, and like he was like it was all these random no-faced cult followers that he was talking to, and it was pretty good. And then for a while they kept it fairly standard. They had a few scary things, spooky things, and then he starts coming out with like choirs of singing kids, and he starts teleporting, and it's just.
That's the
the whole world.
God, it's so stupid.
your cinematic wrestling be real good when they had events in a year.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man, look at this Sting. This is what it's like. Speaking of Sting,
Oh, yeah, he's a spooky guy.
that's
Yeah.
the Crow. I feel you
I
crumble.
love they did
Rumble
that.
in my-
They literally just did the Crow. That's so funny. They just like
That is really funny.
all
The
thing.
initial debut of Sting is so funny with him just going, just coming down from the
He
fucking
just
rack.
did the Crow.
The things we talked about Sting 1,000 times on this pod, especially with like the AEW stuff. He was so good that entire time.
Mhm.
He was so good.
It's a shame that he was even in WWE, honestly, because he would have gone down as like literally the greatest guy to never sign. But sadly,
Yeah.
he fucking did. Fucking
I think that
dumbass.
will at the end of the day, I think there will never be it's sad to say this is cynical. I don't think there'll ever be a truly like all-time great wrestler who will never ever make an appearance for WWE. Like I just don't think
Yeah,
that's the case. Like,
everyone's gonna do it once.
Dude, Kenny Omega's gonna do it.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
he will.
I believe it. I believe
It
it.
will happen. Will Ospreay will do it.
It will.
Young
MJF
Bucks
gonna do it.
sooner rather than later. I
It
think
will. It will. Osprey happen.
they will. Ricochet.
Has AEW got like a spooky figure right now?
Wow.
Well, they were
House of
trying to do
Black.
that.
Figure.
Oh, let me
Dark
bring that up
Order.
real quick. bring that up.
No, Dark Order died out, bro. Come on now.
I'm gonna tell you something right now, right? My
Love
favorite
House of
character past like 10 years is Aleister Black.
Oh,
NXT Aleister Black specifically.
Aleister
Black
Black is
Because he wasn't a hokey spooky guy. He was a mysterious guy, but he wasn't like, he wasn't doing fucking teleporting shit. He was just a guy who came in, kicked the shit out of you and walked away, and you didn't know fucking jack fuck about him.
It was
Oh
like
my
the Undertaker. It was like
But the thing
I feel
is-
like they started to treat the Undertaker to the end of his career. He
You
was just a
can't
dude
like,
who wore a
but like when
hat.
you're looking at him at AEW, it's not like anyone's. It's mainly his creative decisions that he chose.
Exactly.
And I like the House of Black. It's just the problem I think it is they don't fucking book them.
It's the stop
Or
and
you-
go
or you
shit.
have
It's
to wanna
like,
work.
hey, we're finally gonna book out fucking Malachi Black in a singles match.
If there's
All right,
only
back
one
to the
positive,
trios.
it's that Brody King
I
is
saw
booked
a
so much.
post, right? Because I don't know if you remember this, Wyatt, but they had a fucking segment on Dynamite like 2 or 3 months ago where Malachi Black did the Black Mass to Bryan Danielson, and they never followed it up.
Oh
I don't remember that.
Oh, nothing.
I don't remember
Kicked
that
him.
fucking shit.
He kicked him, and they never spoke of it again.
It just strikes me like I feel like Tony Khan really likes Brody King for good reason because Brody King's awesome, but he just
yeah.
does not give a shit about the other two, and it's a shame.
Maybe
because they're
Malachi
both
doesn't want to
also really
work.
good.
I don't get it. Like, bro,
Buddy
just
Murphy's ginger.
put the boots in the ring, bro.
Hey, you know what? Malachi Black gave me.
Where's Julie?
Malachi Black gave us. Malachi Black gave us Edge's best singles match ever.
True. That was the
Ever.
No. You know why? Because it ended with Edge being a fucking dumbass and jumping off a cage. First.
Edge HB penciling his way down here.
Dude, you've been in this business how long, and you thought that was a good idea?
No, I really feel like
You go for a coup de grace. You go.
Last I seen Malachi was that Edge match. I don't remember anything else.
Yeah, that's it.
Good match.
He got beat by Cody twice.
Don't ask Simon what happened.
Did have the
on-
awesome that sick House of Black elite match where House of Black won the trios belts. That's a great match.
I don't remember that at all.
Well, you
You know
need
the
to get
black belts.
I don't remember a lot of those AEW matches, man. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest with you.
is Julia
My
Hart.
wife.
Yeah, that too.
I miss my
Julia
wife.
Hart is my
Tails.
wife.
Where's Julia, bro?
She said.
Speaking of,
I think
of,
last time Julia Hart was mentioned, she was like, "Yeah, I'm ready to go. They just haven't called me."
Yeah. She was asked about the cheerleader gimmick and shit. They're like, yeah, you ever going back to that? And she goes, fuck no.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
We want to
true.
talk about like shitty things though, because we talked about Edge, and we want to talk about what are some of the worst supernatural wrestling gimmicks. And the first one I come up to, it was very recent, and it's funny because it's been eradicated from the brain. The first few months of the Judgment Day when Edge was running it were fucking horrible.
You think you
Look at him.
You never did.
It's a stupid dude. The stuff that Edge was saying that they pitched for that, like he said, like the other day was just like, yeah, so we're gonna show up like levitating above the ring, and I'm just like, bro.
I will say, the reveal of Rhea Ripley joining that group was
cool.
fucking awesome. That was so sick.
Well, that was right before it got good. That was right before
And
they
then
finally started
every
doing good.
promo just got worse and worse. It was just him.
They're like,
I never liked this sport. I'm only here to curse people.
I'm going to cast them into the abyss. It's like, who
I
are
remember
you?
when he turned heel, when he attacked AJ and he turned heel, I was like, fuck yeah, dude, heel Edge and AJ, that this is what I need in my life. And then he did fucking
The Brood.
purple lighting.
And then he came
was
out
coming
on
out
the
in weird
throne and
coats.
combing his hair back.
And then he shaved his hair. It's like, okay.
And then he won the feud, and then he pins Finn Balor in the mixed tag at Ultimate Shaper.
Edge
and then
Hogan over
beats him
here.
clean Hell in a Cell, brother.
And
Dude,
then
that
Balor
was fucking
joins
crazy.
him, and then Balor replaces him.
Yeah, worth it.
But I joined the
They
fucking
became-
party.
And then he became Brood Edge like 5 months later.
Brother.
You know what? I love how his name is Brood Edge because it's like
Okay,
his name was never Brood Edge.
Did you guys talk about the
Brood Edge. No.
No, we didn't talk about them. I was just gonna bring that up actually because they're fucking cool, man.
Good theme.
Vampires. They're fucking vampires, man.
Dude, Edge, Christian, and Gangrel just coming up from the abyss with the sunglasses, looking like fucking
There will
Blade
be
characters.
nothing
It's like,
cooler than them with sunglasses, Gangrel with the fucking little
Yeah.
amulet, spitting out the blood. I was just, oh man, this is it.
Understanding is
only a matter of
time.
It's like,
until then, beware, take care.
You're
Like
in
your hair. Fucking dude. Because here's the thing, man. There's nothing cooler than like the '90s version of like evil dudes, like vampire shit. Like the suit shit, the fucking sunglasses. Like, dude, that shit's
Because
crazy.
it wasn't.
That
It
gimmick
wasn't
felt straight out
cringy,
of
but
Lost
this is cool.
Boys.
Yeah, Lost
yeah,
Boys.
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tony.
You remember when the Hardys
On
were
a
in the
tangent.
Brood?
Yeah.
But the Hardys did spooky shit. I don't
They
remember
were
that.
The Broken Hardys. The Broken Hardys. The Broken Hardys.
That wasn't spooky.
I am a forever defender of Broken Matt Hardy. I don't give a
dude.
shit, man.
I
Listen,
You know what-
in
you
its
know what?
heyday,
Yeah.
it was funny and entertaining.
2016, 2017. Fuck yeah.
I think we had enough of Matt and Jeff Hardy. Hot take.
I think we need one more. I think we need one more Jeff world title run in WWE. Just one more.
No.
That would be good.
Wyatt, let it go. He can't. It's over. It's
I'm not letting it go until I get it.
When he
man.
came
We
up
should have
in
gotten it.
August.
We should have had it in 2018. He should have beaten Jinder Mahal, but they gave it to AJ because they're a bunch of chodes.
Oh, Jeff. Okay, Jeff beating. Well, wasn't Jeff hurt? Wasn't Jeff hurt when?
Oh, Jeff was hurt. No, I was saying he should have beat Daniel Bryan. Fuck Kofi Kingston.
No. Oh my God. Kiss my ass. If you think that genuinely.
I would say
my
that.
whole ass. It is a shame.
I will say this though. Jeff beating Karrion Kross on Karrion's debut as an NXT champion. Best moment of my fucking life.
Yeah, he does.
That is the greatest moment in the history.
This is the thing about supernatural gimmicks. Like, again, we because dude, this is the fourth Karrion Kross mention in this whole fucking podcast for some reason.
Why? Why do we keep mentioning this fuck?
I've eaten crow because Wyatt knows this. I was a big Karrion Kross fan in 2020. I was a big fan of Karrion Kross because I really liked the presentation. Yeah, this was me. I was starving for anything at that point in life.
That boy,
I was starving for anything in the April, but
starve.
I think
Scraping
the initial presentation of like him, and he was like the Doomsday cultist, and he was like sitting in the room, and he was talking to Scarlett. You know, I can like
the Tom and Jerry fucking.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Daniel Garcia.
I will never get over that visual of Tom swallowing a key and then his gooch. The key like bounces off his gooch at the bottom. It's so funny.
Oh, here's one for you. Here's a bit of a deep cut for you. A recent one. What do y'all think of Wendy Chu? Chu.
Yo, does PCO count? Does PCO count as supernatural?
That guy's a real Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, he is. I forgot. Yeah.
Did you see that the highlights from Bound for Glory? He was wrestling Matt Cardona,
and he was spots he takes is like ridiculous.
Yeah, he's a crazy guy.
Dude, he's like 80.
He went for a suicide dive through the middle ropes, and Matt Cardona domes him with a trash can lid halfway through. He flops in, smacks his head off the apron, and then drops directly onto his neck onto the floor like 2 seconds, and then just gets up like nothing happened.
He really is made of titanium. I don't know how he fucking does
Remember when we watched Slammiversary the beginning of this year, and he was just throwing fucking swantons onto the apron every 6 seconds?
Ridiculous, man. That's the dude right there, man.
Shout out PCO. Fuck Shawn Michaels.
Fuck Shawn Michaels. Oh. Here's one.
Hark.
Oh.
Chris Benoit. Nah, I'm joking. That
motherfucker was scary.
We were doing so well.
I'm sorry.
What about genuine one? Another one that's kind of like bizarre around it though. Sean O'Hare. Do we have any Sean O'Hare?
He wasn't spooky.
I'm gonna.
He had a weird like Satanist thing. He had like a Satanist edge.
Oh, he did. You shut the fuck up, Simon. I'm just Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. Shaking my head so they know I don't agree with Simon's take about Sean O'Hare.
I'll leave.
No. All right, so Tony, we're gonna have you replace it.
We're gonna have you replace.
Thank God. The guest, the band, the bruv.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you $26,000 up front.
Up front. And the rest.
It's not our money. We stole it.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, we did.
My favorite.
We're laundering it, actually. We diluted Simon's shares down to 0.03%.
We're gonna kill Simon Terrifier style while he's pissing outside, and then we circumcise him.
We're gonna circumcise his skin.
Yeah,
not just his
penis, his whole body. Yeah. Holy fuck!
My
That
God.
genuinely scared the shit out of me.
That was. What is this fucking The Substance? It's The Substance.
Grab your popcorn, folks.
He left off screen over there and then popped up over.
And he walked out over there. That's actually kind of scary.
I literally just crawled on my knees to get on the other side of the.
You know what? Good bit.
Dude, I've been putting in my A+ performance tonight. You know, I've been. This is the best.
If I had it set up and I didn't want quality, if I was using the VHS camera, sometimes it'll just like turn off. And if I turn it back on, if I quickly run to the corner of the room and look at the wall, it'll pop back on. I'm just standing in the corner.
That's fun.
Oh, that'd be scary.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Blair Witch.
You have to be very careful with that bit.
I think Good Bad Bruv should think about doing short movies at some point. I think we could cook.
Yo, y'all want to invest?
That'd be cool.
Like
Dude, analog horror? Analog horror written
like
by the Good, the Bad, the Bruv, and the Boomhauer?
We should do like a Marble Hornets type beat, you know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a different myth based off of every BasedWorld member. like a
The
different
christening.
the chrysalis.
The white's out. I don't know.
White's out.
White's out. White's out.
I'm not gonna dwell on it any longer. I mean, it's been a good episode. I'm gonna say this right now.
I hope you're all scared today.
I'm fucking terrified. If you want really good merchandise like I'm wearing right now,
All right.
do Scrubby.
You can go fuck yourself.
That's the way to go, baby. That's the way to do it. If you
Oh, also, I just realized we don't have any logos on the screen right now, aside from our little thumbnails.
Get good.
oh
crazy.
shit, you're so right. We didn't put the factor in the
Any of that
corner.
shit.
Right at the end. You know what? No, it's a Halloween episode.
Scaring
man.
you. We were scaring you with.
We were
no-
spooky. Yeah, this is a spooky episode.
You know
man.
what?
That's all.
You know what? Wyatt,
Yeah.
play a jump scare.
Wait, dear viewer, what is behind you? Don't turn around.
Oh.
Guys, I have the perfect finale. If you guys want to, put the spotlight on Donkey Kong, quick.
What is that noise? It's the sound of your bones being crushed at a high velocity. Oh my god. Oh my god. Didn't do anybody tell me just what I did wrong? Oh my god. Folks, it's been a stellar episode of the good, the bad, and the Bruv. I want to thank Tony Boomhauer for being here and dancing like the way he is. You can check out Tony
Somewhere, fuck if I know.
somewhere. You got anything to plug? You want
Dang
You,
it, Boomhauer
you
on
can go to
Twitch.
fucking Disneyland.
Go to Disneyland. No, Disney World. Disney World.
I'm gonna
so
fucking
fucking
bully him,
loud.
dude. I'm gonna bully him. I swear to fucking god. Oh my god. Right.
Give Michael
Tony,
Mouse
thank-
all your
thank
money.
you for, I gotta say, Tony, thank you for joining us here. This reminded me of the good old days right here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Any baseball fans? Yeah, it's your lucky
yeah, you
day.
got baseball fans out here?
All two.
We'll probably get Chris on one day if
two
y'all
and a half
want.
of you. All half of
We're
you.
not getting Chris on. He'll get racist.
Well, nah, he don't do that anymore. Not
Yeah,
anymore.
no more.
Not the last like 6 months, anyway.
No, I think
Anyway,
you missed
yeah.
yesterday.
Are we sinking or
shit.
swimming today?
You know, man, it is time to sink or swim. But you know what? It's spooky, so we're sinking. And we're dying.
We're shrieking and scaring.
This story is a river, or whatever the fuck he says in Alan
Don't
Wake. I
come
don't
to
know.
my house or I'll suck your dick.
This story is a monster.
Donkey Kong says, "I will suck the hemorrhoids out of
I actually
you."
kind of look like
Yeah,
Alan Wake right now without the glasses. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. Ready?
What the
Alan
fuck
Wake.
did you just say?
It's me. I'm Alan Wake. Hello.
I'm waking my
Oh,
Alan
shit.
right now.
I'm
Alan
waking
Wake.
my Alan right now. Hi, it's me, Alan,
Alan Wake.
I'm also.
Where can they find the pod?
You can find the pod on the Spotify and the YouTubes.
This little guy.
You can also find a pretty decent edit on my channel, Platinum Payton. I did a little Brian Danielson and Mox edit a couple weeks ago. Go watch it. I do some good edits, and I think I deserve some love for these.
I'm working with my son. He
I think
just-
I put in a lot of work, and I think you people should watch. You know?
Wait, did you just say
Oh,
put in work?
Put a
Oh, no.
girl on.
Oh no! Look behind you, Cass. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's Alan from Smiling Friends. Oh my god!
Oh my god, it's my boss.
Oh no!
It's Michael Mouse.
Oh my god! It's Dinosaur from the film Dinosaur, rated
Oh
G.
my god. Upward,
Oh,
He's eating me! He's eating my brain! He's eating my brain!
Be sure to tip your waitress.
Happy Halloween.